All that back and forth, no, we ain't going for that. All that poppin' like you tough, we ain't going for that. Nigga talking about taking, we ain't going for that. Nigga better play it cool, cause we ain't going for that. Cause we ain't going for that. Cause we ain't going for that. No, we ain't going for that. No, we ain't going for that.
So be cool, yeah, chill, yeah, tell them calm down. What I'm doing now, we be running up, get money now. Yeah, run the town, hottest niggas never knew that the chopper, nigga, we gon' shoot. It be money, I be rolling dice, I be taking chances. What I'm doing, I be motherfucking getting them to them benches. Niggas knowing, open bag, shawty, all this shit be stinking. All this motherfucking money, you ain't think that I was banking, you ain't think that I had them franking. I was drinking medication, nigga, feeling like a patient. I was wasted, ayy, flowing, getting wasted. Every time we woke up, we had them bitches in rotation.
All that back and forth, no, we ain't going for that. All that poppin' like you tough, we ain't going for that. Nigga talking about taking, we ain't going for that. Nigga better play it cool, cause we ain't going for that. Cause we ain't going for that. Cause we ain't going for that. No, we ain't going for that. No, we ain't going for that. I got walk and I got ass, just a walking pharmacy. Shit ain't gon' lie, I'm getting the money, it ain't really hard to see. Blow down the pound, go out of town, she really put her faith in the street. I told her every time I make money, money don't make me, I'm the kid. I'm on the balcony, niggas zooted, thinking about how to get rich. Till then I'ma pop bottles, live it up to the end. Hop off in that charger, pulling off once again. On the side of me, keep protected if it needs. So walk in the court, shit, I'm on that shit again. I can see the hate through the ultraviolet lens. Shit, I knew her barrel right when she put off in the bin. And you know I said her right, but you know we got all that back and forth, no, we ain't going for that. All that poppin' like you tough, we ain't going for that. Nigga talking about taking, we ain't going for that. Nigga better play it cool, cause we ain't going for that. Cause we ain't going for that. Cause we ain't going for that. No, we ain't going for that. No, we ain't going for that.
Come here. Snack up.
Nice, baby.
We talk hoes. ATL ho, if you didn't know, we them dogs, but we gon' let them loose. ATL ho, if you didn't know, we come with a flame, hotter than a stove. Go, 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 go. We talk hoes, we talk hoes, we talk hoes, we talk hoes. I'm way too hot, not even this ice could cool me off. These people hate on me like ESPN do the house. Black and red on my jersey like every day. That's my team, middle finger up to Stephen A. We all bite while them other teams barking. And my bench looking like a damn dog pen. You get flooded like the VVs in my closet. I got boards, I just put the whole mall. 10 racks I'm on, ATL I'm on. Got me feeling like I'm Kobe, I can't pass the ball. Don't come in at ATL if you can take a loss. My jersey like ketchup mustard cause it's too much sauce. You should give me pots and pans cause I'ma cook 'em up. The mother player so irrelevant, can't look 'em up. Clean the floor with all these haters, I'ma mop 'em up. I got a question for your shawty, is she down to go, 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 go. ATL ho, if you didn't know, we them dogs, but we gon' let them loose. ATL ho, if you didn't know, we come with a flame, hotter than a stove. Go, 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 go. We talk hoes, we talk hoes, we talk hoes, we talk hoes.
Yo, my bad. Let me cut this music real quick. What's good, family? Your boy, I just have to let that run a little bit. What's good,
Nice,
man?
baby.
Your boy Demond in the building. We back, baby. What's good? What's popping?
ATL ho.
What's
If you didn't
popping?
know, we them dogs, but we gon' let them loose. ATL ho. If you didn't know, we come with a flame, hotter than a stove.
What's
Go,
good?
go, 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 go. We talk hoes, we talk hoes, we talk hoes, we talk hoes. I'm way too hot, not even this ice could cool me off. These people hate on me like ESPN do the house. Black and red on my jersey, like every day. That's my team, middle finger up, Stephen A. We all bite while them other teams barking.
What's good, family? What's good? It's your boy Demond back in the building. Shout out to my homie Young Cujo. Young Cujo said, "What happened to streaming this past Monday?" Man, listen, bro. I be wanting to stream. If it was up to me, man, I would stream every day, family. But you know what the problem is? It's the off season. There's nothing to really discuss to stream every day. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, if we had some stuff popping off, I would be up here streaming every day, bro. But the fact that we in the worst part of the off season too, man. It's absolutely nothing going on within the NBA, especially with the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, besides the Kaminga stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, bro, once we talk about it on a show, I mean, yeah. How many times we gonna keep coming up here discussing the same thing about Kaminga? You feel me? Um, but I do want to tap in with y'all, man. You know, I think what I'll do is for this off season starting today, we'll stream twice a week. So we're probably gonna do Sunday and we probably do Sunday and Wednesday. Y'all let me know what would be a good day to stream. We're gonna do twice a week, unless we get some like news that's popping off or something of importance. But what y'all think? Twice a week will be good. I mean, we could stream and discuss other things. You feel me? If y'all want to discuss other things, because right now, Hawks basketball, the NBA in general, man, we in slow motion right now, man. We in slow motion right now. I know you don't want to talk about no Falcons. I know you don't want to talk about no Falcons, but hell, I don't even really talk about the Falcons. I usually go to other people's channel and holler at the homeboys like Larry, Ryan over there at the Birdcage, the other Tip, um um Tip. I call him Tip, so y'all don't mean T.I. A1, um Smitty, Sports Machine. Like when it comes to Falcons, I usually go to and watch their stuff. You know, they way more tapped in and way more. Their knowledge on the Falcons is way better than mine. You feel me? Um, unless y'all just want to talk about those, y'all, what y'all want to talk about, man? Y'all want to talk Braves? You know what I'm saying? Braves be rolling. You feel me? Um, but besides that, man, like, bro, y'all know it ain't really that much going on in Atlanta Hawks land right now, man. We chilling right now, but there is some things I want to discuss. But like I said, man, we could talk about other stuff if y'all just want to hang out. But I mean, I think we could do what twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying? Unless y'all want a different day. I can't do Monday. I can't do Mondays because I get home from work too late on Mondays. So I could do any other day except Mondays and can't do Thursdays because Thursday evening I got run club on Thursdays. So I think Sunday and Wednesday will be pretty good. Y'all talk to me, let me know what's up, man. Um, but like I said, right now it's slow. But let's talk about. I was just about Pharaoh, stupid man. I was just about to tap in with that, man. I got a couple things I want to discuss with y'all, man. Let's pull it up. So first, I want to talk about the the schedule. So we seen the schedule come out, right? And the first 10 games, let me share this screen. Who this? The homeboy, NSC Hawks. He always tweeting some good stuff about well, not good stuff, but he always tweeting stuff about the Hawks. I think everything he tweets is positive, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he got this tweet up. Let's go to that. He's showing the first 10 games of the season. And I want y'all to give me your honest assessment, right? Of what you see now, what you know now of the Hawks versus the teams we about to play in the first 10 games. Okay. We understand there is everything's not completed. We know it's still gonna be roster moves and changes, but we're going by what players are currently on the roster and what players are currently on the other teams' rosters. You feel me? So let me tap in. Let me show y'all this. Let's share the screen. Let's go over it, man. And I want y'all to be honest with me, man. Be honest with your boy, man. Okay, so October, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in October. So what? Damn, is that 7 games in like 10 days? Hold up. The 21st to the 31st. Damn. We play on the 21st, day off, play on the damn, we starting off with a back-to-back, ain't we? Holy crap. So we got the 21st, the 23rd. So we on the road. We're at Charlotte. Then we come home to Houston. Then we fly to Houston. So we got a day off, fly to Houston. Damn, should I go to that Houston game? I don't know. Then fly to Houston on the 26th. Miami. We got a back-to-back. Damn, we got to play in Miami. Then we got a back-to-back in Cleveland. Lord, then we got to fly. Oh, then we back at home. Okay. I was about to say, God dang. So in October, let's talk about October. Family. We open the season on the road in Orlando. Do y'all have us beating the Orlando Magic? Me personally, I put us down as a win against the Orlando Magic. I think Orlando Magic, us and the Magic right now, I think it could be a push, right? It really depends if, do our players take a step forward, but also do the Magic players Magic got a new coach. Does Banchero take a step forward? Does Bane come back, play better? Does what's the light skinned dude they got? What's the light skinned guy? Black Anthony. How do I forget his name? Light skinned Black. Anthony Black, does he play better? So I mean, I could see that. I could see the Orlando game going either way, but I gotta side with my boys over them. Okay, I got us over Orlando, so that's 1-0. Charlotte, we should beat Charlotte ass 2-0. That should be in France. You're right, Marquis. You're right, in France. The Hornets, that should be an ass whipping. I ain't gonna sit here and hold you guys. That should be an ass whipping. We should beat the Hornets. No worries. You feel me? Well, that's what I was saying, Ray and Marquis. Like, I mean, I think the Hawks and the Magic, I think it could go either way, man. You know what I'm saying? It could go either way with the Magic. It all depends on who doing what at the time. You know what I'm saying? Is Wagner gonna be good? Is Banchero gonna be good? Black, Bane, right? Are they gonna be good? Are they gonna improve? Wendell Carter, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with us. Does Jalen Johnson improve offensively and defensively? Does Dyson Daniels improve offensively? Does Naw improve overall? Does CJ got any more in the tank? So it depends. It depends, man. But I got us beating Orlando. I got us beating the shit out of the Hornets, right? We should beat the Hornets ass easy, bro. Okay? I'm not even gonna hold you. Okay? That should be an easy win. Put your money on the sports book. Hawks over the Hornets. Okay, now then we got a back-to-back with Houston. Yeah, you're right, Rob. Yeah, yep, injuries. Yep. Then you got a back-to-back with Houston, right? Now, on paper, it looked like the Rockets might have us on paper. Okay. Hornets lost their best player. Yeah, like, bruh, the Hornets win. That should be a win. I think everybody in the chat can agree against the Hornets. That's a win. I don't think nobody gonna debate that. Right? Now, Houston, yeah, we don't match up not beating Houston with Van Fleet back, KD. Yeah. And what's the Turkish guy name again? Damn, my mind went blank. What's the Turkish guy they got? Sengun, KD. They got one of them Thompson twins. So let me ask y'all this. Yeah, Sengun, yeah. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all see us splitting with Houston? Can we split with Houston on the home and away? Yeah, the Hornets. They. Hey, that's how you know who be watching Hawks basketball, man. That's how you know who really be watching Hawks basketball. Cujo said the same thing, man. Cujo and damn Super Chat just said the same damn thing, man. It's I think not last year, but before that, bro, it didn't matter who they had. They will beat our ass for some odd reason. I remember they came out and beat our ass with Terry Rozier and what's that other dude they had? I ain't heard from the dude since, man. Yeah, they beat our ass. But so y'all got us the Hornets are not bad. Man, yeah, they is. We better than the Hornets. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. We better than the Hornets. So y'all got us splitting with Houston. Okay. Splitting with Houston. Or does anybody have us beating Houston both games? Does anybody have us beating the Rockets both games? Now, the Rockets, bruh, I don't know how we gonna stop Sengun. I don't know how we gonna stop KD. I don't know how we gonna stop. I mean, we don't have enough. I mean, hold up, we got Dort, but damn, we got to give up some offense. I mean, Van Fleet problem, not playing a back-to-back coming up. But will he play the game that could be true, little man? That could be true. My boy Earl, what up, Earl? Said we can beat the Rockets. Oh, okay. So I got to split in with the Rockets. Okay. I got to split in with the Rockets. Now, let me add this. When I'm looking at these games, guys, okay, I look at these games like I'm betting $1,000 on each game. That's how I look at it. Because it's easy for me as a Hawks fan to get up here and say, yeah, we could beat these dudes. But when I put myself in a betting mind state, like I'm betting 1,000 on each game and I can't afford to be losing money like that. I look at these matchups completely different when I'm putting money. So in reality, and I'm betting money, I'm putting 1,000 we beat the Magic. I'm betting 1,000 we beat the Hornets. I'm definitely putting 1,000 on the Rockets in Houston. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know somebody gonna say, Damon, you ain't no real Hawks fan. I'm betting 1,000 on the Rockets to beat us in Houston. I'm still undecided about the home opener. I'm undecided if I will bet. Man, would y'all bet $1,000? that we beat the Rockets in Atlanta? Who would bet that? Who would bet that? I got Rockets 2-0 on Hawks. I mean, I could see that, G4. I could see that, like, when you put yourself in a betting mind state, when you betting some real money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never put money on no Atlanta team. But no, what I'm saying is, just put yourself in that type of mind state. I got 1,000. I'm betting 1,000 on each game. If I had it, I would. I feel you, Earl. I feel you. I'm definitely going 1,000 on Houston in Houston. I would go 1,000 on the Hawks in Atlanta. Home opener. The boys should be hyped, and we should be coming off a win at Charlotte. So at worst, I think the Hawks coming to Atlanta in that Houston game, at worst, we come in 500, 1-1. At worst, we come in at 1-1. I got 1,000 on us beating Houston in Atlanta. But I will have to go 1,000 on the Rockets to beat us in Houston. You got to add a third quarter clause. That old death quarter, huh? Hey, I don't know what it is about the third quarter, bro. The third quarter in Atlanta Hawks basketball, bro. Oh my days, man. Yikes. But I got us by the time we get to Miami, we should be 3. That don't even sound good on Hey. When we get to Miami, we should be 3-1. Nope, I wouldn't. In a 3-game series, Houston beat us by an average of 20. God dang, for real? Now, I remember when we lost to Houston in Houston, because that was right after I went to that Dallas game. So, damn, by average of 20, man, we in trouble. So I got us, little man got us 5-2. Or I got us, let's see, going to Miami, I got us at 4-1. That Miami game, bro. Giannis, Bam. Who else Miami got? Giannis, Bam. Who else? Damn, Giannis and Bam. Who else they got? You don't think you don't got us beat Miami, Earl, in that first game? It's a home game, Earl. We at home. That don't give us no advantage. We gonna be at home. We should be 4-1 at home going against Miami. The fan base should be excited. The fan base should be Who playing on Miami for us not to beat them? Giannis, Bam, Andrew Wiggins. I mean, Giannis and Bam. I don't know who else they got on that team out there. But hey, I think we beat Miami. I got us beat Miami, man. And then Cleveland, that might be an L. Depending on how they roster finish. If they end up with Watson or end up with Kuminga, they might have the advantage over us. I'm speaking about the Cavs right now. They might have it over us if they pick up one of those guys. I know a lot of Hawk fans think we match up real well with the Cavs. But once again, if I'm betting money, I'm betting 1,000 on each game. You know what we should do? Damn. It just popped in my head. But I don't want to promote like I don't want to like promote gambling, but you know what we should do? We should do fake bets. You know what I'm saying? We should we should do that. I wonder if you could do that. We should get a pool, right? Get a pool of people, right? And everybody starts off with $82,000, right? You get $82,000, and we betting 1,000 on each game. That would be dope. I need to get a tracker. I wonder if they got a tracker for that. And then we can all place fake bets. We all betting $1,000 on games. We can place fake bets, and we're gonna see who make the most money at the end of the season. That'd be kind of dope, wouldn't it? I gotta find a way to track that because I don't want to be tracking that by hand and stuff. Like who did that? Who did that? Betting Monopoly money. Yeah, that'd be dope. Who got 82K to throw away? Cujo crazy, man. That'd be dope, man. But yeah, so how can I track that? Some folks gonna lose all their money. Hey, what you say, Rodriguez? Hey, somebody gonna bet it all on the house, bet it all on game one, huh? Somebody gonna put their whole 82 grand on the first game against the Magic, and they're gonna lose it all. That'd be hilarious, man. I gotta find a way to track that though. That'll be kind of dope. I know, Mike. But I think it's fun though because we're not gonna be using no real money. It's all fake. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta find a way to track it though, because I don't want to be tracking that all by hand. And I gotta see if there's a way to make that happen. That'd be kind of dope. But okay, so I gotta let me get back to the point. So I got us beating Orlando 1-0, beating the Charlotte Hornets 2-0, winning the home opener 3-0, losing to Houston 3-1, 3-1, beating Miami 4-1, lose to Cleveland 4-2, beat the Pelicans. So I got us at 5-3, man. I got us at 5-3 going into November. Anybody disagree with that? Anybody disagree with that? I got us going 5-3. Nah, you can't cash out, Frank, to the end of the season. You locked into the end of the season. You can't cash out until the earliest you could cash out would be the end of April. No, May. I'll let you cash out in May. You know what I'm saying? Jay got us going 4-3. I got 1-6. Hell no, we ain't going no damn 1-6 to first. Is you crazy? Julian up here wilding. We ain't going no damn 1-6. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I got us. Okay, so let me look at November. So November at Indiana, that's probably gonna be a loss. At Washington, November the 4th. So I got us beating Indiana. Losing to Indiana. Damn, we got a back-to-back with Washington. Oh, snap. Washington tough because I don't know who gonna be playing. I don't know if AD gonna be healthy. I don't know what Trae Young gonna be doing. Damn, I don't even know what they starters gonna look like. What y'all got us against Washington in that home and away game? Y'all got us with a split. Super Chat got us a split with the Wizards. Okay, I can live with that. Okay, so I got us. Okay. My bad, man. I know he said pause, but it's still funny when you say it out loud, man. Oh man, that's still funny when you say it out loud, man. I know, I know. I should be more mature than Paul's, man. But I can't help it. It's so funny, man. All right, let me get back. Okay, so split. So we got. Don't do that, Earl. Oh my days. Earl said, hell no. All right, man. Let me get back, man. All right, let me get let's get right. Let's get right. Let me act my age, man. Let me act my age. Okay, so Indiana, I got us losing. We can agree. Split with the Wizards. Okay, split with the Wizards. So what that put us at 1-2. We beating Brooklyn ass 2-2. Oh shit, Lakers at home. Sheesh, Lakers at home. Yikes. Lakers at home. Damn, y'all got us beating the Lakers. Luka, Kessler, Reeves. What's the other the Grimes? I think we could beat the Lakers. I think we could beat the Lakers. I don't think the Lakers could keep up with us pace wise. What y'all think? I don't think the Lakers could keep up with us if we playing fast. If we playing fast. I don't think hell no, Savannah. Don't say that, man. Don't say that, my boy. Ah, come on, Cujo. Come on, Cujo. Why? Because they white. No, I'm just saying Luka Doncic isn't fast, right? Kessler isn't quick. Reeves. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I don't really watch like Austin Reeves. Cause I always thought like to me, Austin Reeves was just a role player. So I never really paid attention to him. But word is he a hooper. He must be. The Lakers gave him all that money. So I think we could beat them though with speed. And then I don't know what the Lakers bench looking like, man. I mean, outside Luka Reeves, Kessler. Who the other dude? Luka Reeves, Kessler, Grimes. Who else they got? I think we could beat the Lakers though. We could take the Lakers, guys. The Bulls. We should beat the Bulls' ass. I ain't gonna lie. We should beat the Bulls' ass. Who disagree with that? Who disagree with us beating the Bulls, man? Who disagrees with us beating the Chicago Bulls? Talk to me. I think we beating the Bulls' ass. Kaminga ain't on that team yet, Julian. Kaminga not on that team yet. Milwaukee, we beating their ass. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma City, that's a loss. Charlotte, we beating their ass. Detroit, I don't know. I'm betting money. I'm betting 1,000. I got to put it on Detroit, man. I got to give it to Detroit. Boston, at Boston, we're going to lose. At New York, we lose. All right. So let me see. What's my record? So Indiana, 0-1. 0-1, 0-2, 1-2, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 5-3, 6-3, 6-4, 6-5, 6-6. So I got us going 6-6 in the month of November. Who disagree with that? I got us going 6-6 in the month of November. Hey, I just noticed something. Did they include the NBA Cup games? Because why is there a 2-week break from we play the Pelicans? Oh, that's November 2nd. I'm tripping. Never mind. That's November 2nd. I'm tripping. I thought that said November 12th. I was about to say, what the heck? All right. So I got us 6-6. You don't think JJ take a big jump, DeMont? I mean, big jump where, Mega? What type of big jump? Are we talking defensively? Are we talking offensively? What type of big jump are y'all expecting from Jalen Johnson when y'all say that? When y'all say take a big jump, you know what I'm saying? Through 2 months, we 11-8. That's not bad though. That's not bad. 11-8. That's not bad. That's not bad. Demond, what you mean? I don't believe it, bro. That's 6-6. You don't think that's 500 basketball, man. We cup title. Are we NBA Cup contenders? I don't know. We should be, man. Hell, we should be. Shit, we should be Cup contenders. While y'all playing, I can't believe. Yeah, I think. Let me see. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There we go. That's what I want. So 11-8. Would y'all be happy by the end of November? End of November, we're 11-8. Are we tripping on that? Are we tripping? We not gonna be no 5-14, Julian. I don't know where you coming from with that nonsense. The Warriors might be 5-14. We ain't finna be 5-14. We ain't finna be no 5-14. Hell no. Bump that. Shoot. Hold up. The homeboy, hold up. He said something. I meant to address it, but he can't take too big of a jump. Hell, he already. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 If we 5-14, bro, it's gonna be. Yeah, you ain't. Hey, Earl. Let me tell you something, Earl. Earl. If we are 5-14, family, I'ma act a damn fool if we are 5-14. Fired is an understatement. If we 5-14, bro, that's an understatement. If we 5-14, bro, we talk Hawks is finna be the place to be. We gonna be the place to be if we 5-14. Because I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I ain't gonna sit here and hold you. I'm gonna be up here crashing out, bro. If we 5-14 at the end of November, I'm crashing out. I'm acting a damn fool. Okay. But we not finna be no 5-14, man. Y'all crazy. I got us like 11. What did my boy say? I got us at 11-8. 11-8 is, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you like this, family. I'm gonna tell you like this. Hold up. We might be under 500 by the end of. All right, let me keep going. Let me keep going by the end of December. All right, let me look. Where the December games at? Why he got November and January? What my young boy do here? Where's December? He got January. He done skipped December, dog. Look at that. November. Let me go find another one. Damn, my boy. Somebody caught it too, having the month of December off. Oh my days. Hold up. Let me go find another schedule real quick, man. Hold up. Damn. Let me see who got. Let me go to hold up. Hold up. I know the Hawks. The Hawks got it up, didn't it? Who put it up? Schedule release. Did Brad Rowland put it up? I think. Behind the scenes schedule release video.
Atlanta. Tribute. Vision.
Nah, where's it at? Didn't Brad Rowland put it up? Brad Rowland or Kevin Chenard? Didn't one of them put that up? I think Brad Rowland might have did it. Let me see. Damn, the young fella done left off the whole month of December. Lord have mercy. Friday evenings, trade, breaking down the schedule breakdown. Notables. I thought he posted the whole schedule. Am I tripping? Pod, cup. Let me go find it. Let me go find the month of December, dog. Let me go find the month of December real quick. We 0-25. Hold up, man. Hold on. Let me go find the schedule. Hold on 1 second, family. I'm gonna go find it. Let me see it. Did Kevin Chenard put it up? I thought I saw one of them put it up. Unless I'm tripping. Do. Pod is up. Woody wop. Let me just go to the damn schedule. Fuck it. Let's go to. I know StatMuse. Did they put it up? Let's see here. Oh, I'll just go to the NBA schedule 26-27. Okay, here we go. Damn, league pass. Damn, they ain't got all the games listed neither. Let me just go to damn NBA.com shit. Teams, Hawks, schedule. Why didn't I just come to the Hawks from the jump? I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay, that's November. Let's get to December. All right. Hold on, I'm gonna make this smaller real quick. Now let me share this. Oh, there you go. Y'all can see it. Okay. All right, family. Here we go. Let's go check December. Let me get everything in order here. Okay. So give me 1 second here, family. So first game in December, family. The Miami Heat. Do y'all have us beating the Heat December the 1st? Do y'all got us beating the Heat December 1st? Y'all putting y'all $1,000 on the Hawks to win December the 1st. Talk to me. Savannah said that's going to be a loss. Super Chat said nope. Takeover say loss. Boogie say loss. Okay. I think it might be an L. Might be an L. Okay. Now we're assuming Miami, these teams are healthy, right? So that might be a loss. Dap said that's an L. Savannah say he putting 2 racks on the Heat. Oh my days. Okay, so we go from the Heat to the Pacers. Home game. Y'all got us beating the Pacers, yeah or nay? Y'all got us beating the Pacers, yeah or nay? I got us the Pacers loss. Yeah, December gonna be hard, bro. Really, I would probably put this down as a loss, to be honest with you. If I'm keeping it a stack with my bread, that might be a loss. 0-2. Okay. My bad, gang. Had to look. It was texting my. Okay. Who on the Pacer squad? They got the same dudes, but they got rid of Miles Turner, but they added Zubac. All right. Okay, that's NBA Cup game. Cup game. Then Saturday we got the Blazers in Portland. Look, we got a little West Coast trip here, boys. So we got the Blazers. I got us beating the Blazers. How about y'all? I got us beating the Blazers. Anybody got us losing to the Blazers? This should be a win right here. What you mean we losing that one? We beating the Blazers' ass, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. We beating their ass. 50-50. What? What is this nonsense? Hey, Earl, my boy. We might win one game in December. What? So you got us lose. Let me scroll real quick. So it's the Blazers, Suns, Nuggets, Magic, Thunder, Pistons, Hornets, Spurs. At Spurs, December 27th. I need to get my tickets for that game. Bulls, Bucks. Nah, we gonna beat the Bucks. That's a win. We should beat the Bulls. That's another win. We should beat the Hornets. That's 3 wins. Magic gonna be a push. I'm gonna say Pistons loss, Thunder loss, Magic push, Nugget loss, Suns probably gonna be a loss. We gonna beat the Blazers. What you mean you see one win? Hell no. Hell no. We ain't finna win no one game in December, Earl. You tripping. I don't care what y'all say. We beating the Blazers, bro. I don't care what y'all say. We beating the Blizzards. We beating the Blizzards, man. I mean the Blazers. What I said, the Blizzards. We beating the Blazers, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. But let me drop this link real quick. Long season. I mean, listen, family. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me, family. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not gonna be a long year, bro. Okay. One thing I do pride myself on is being a realistic Hawks fan. Okay. Even though sometimes I can get into my little homer mode, but I try to look at the Hawks a lot of times. I try to look at them without any bias. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Cujo. Hey, you right, man. I sure was thinking about Dairy Queen. Luckily, Dairy Queen down the street. I ain't got a DoorDash Dairy Queen. I can just go pick that up. I can just go down the street. It's like Dairy Queen literally is like 2 miles from my house, man. 2 miles. But damn, so y'all got us losing to the Blazers? Bro, come on, man. Y'all finna get y'all got me sad. 9-22. Ain't no way we gonna be no 9-22, bro. The only way we gonna be 9-22 is if Jalen Johnson get a high ankle sprain, bro. Outside of that, hell no, we ain't finna be no 9-22. That's crazy work. That's crazy. But let me drop this link because we've been up here 50 minutes. Let me put this link. Anybody want to tap in real quick? Because I still want to discuss, if y'all, I know a lot of y'all on Twitter, right? Or X, as it's called. If you on X, make sure you give me a follow, man. I'm a follow everybody back, man. If you follow me and I don't follow you back, let me know. I try to follow back all Hawks fans. You know what I'm saying? Because I do want to talk about where'd it go? It was on X. I'll pull it up. Bro, I didn't know the defense was that bad. Bro, let me be quiet. Yeah, we was that bad. Let me pull up this. Let me see, where is it at here? Hold up. Oh my days. Y'all see this right here, man? Family, we got to talk about this right here, man. Family, we have to talk about this right here, man. This is not a list we need to be on, family. This is a list we do not need to be on. The fact that we got 4 dudes up here is insane. Insane. And we played 6 games, minimum 20 minutes per game. Bruh, we got smoke, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. This does not look good, bro. This does not look good. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Bruh, we got the first 3 guys. You know who not up there is where's CJ McCollum? CJ, hold up. Dude. Kaminga up there, he made the top 10. CJ McCollum is not on this list? Isn't that crazy? Oh, you need me to zoom in? Okay, I'll zoom in. Hold up, give me a second. I'll make it bigger. Where'd it go? Is that better? Is that better? Oh, let me drop this link real quick because y'all know I ain't finna be up here for long. Let me drop this link. Come tap in with your boy. Let me know what you can. Hey, say what's on your mind, man. You want to come up here and say what's on your mind? Let me drop. Here go the link right here, man. Because you know I ain't finna be up here too long. I gotta go down to my son's apartment. So I'm gonna go down there and hang out with my oldest son. Did I tell y'all my oldest son got his first apartment? He got his first apartment. He's in he's like an hour away, hour south out of in Austin. So I got to go down there. I got to take some stuff he left out. He left at the house too. I got to take some of his stuff to him. But yeah, so back to this. So you got how CJ McCollum not up there, bro? Cujo's stupid, man. Yeah, man. So it's a nice apartment too, man. I went down there to check it out when he first went to go down there and visit, man. It's pretty dope. Nice. Out there in I know y'all heard of Austin, Texas. He out there in Austin, Texas, man. You know. So I gotta go down there and then I got my cousin. Technically he's my cousin, but he just got back from Guam. He getting ready for deployment. So we got to make sure he good to go too. He out here got his own car and everything. He don't need his own apartment because he's in the army. So he got a barrack spot. So, but all right, let me get back on here, man. I appreciate that, family. I appreciate that, man. Love to see our young man, listen, bro. I can't with y'all, man. I can't with y'all, man. Y'all wildin', bro. Y'all wildin', man. But so this list right here, family. This list right here. Okay. What's crazy? Why I want to discuss this because these numbers right here, and y'all let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if I'm tripping. These numbers right here is night and day, bruh, compared to what this team looked like in the second half of the season, bro. Compared to what this team, these numbers was in the second half of the season, bro, look at that. 125, 123, 121, 119, 120. And I want to discuss this a little bit because, you know, when I be on Twitter posting stuff talking about the Hawks and what we did in the second half of the season, and I say the teams that those numbers that y'all saw, it's not always stuff you can go off on. What's good, Mo Beezy? And when I say that, a lot of fans will come back at me talking about I'm hating, talking about Zachary Ricochet. You just bringing it up because of Zach. They come up with all type of excuses. But what I be trying to get across to people was this, man, when it comes to that second half of the season. I see you on Twitter, y'all. I appreciate that, Mo Beezy. I appreciate that. And my point is this. When you look at the numbers, okay. Oh, he go foot in here hating. When you look at the numbers, right? You have to always add the context to those numbers. So granted, and don't get me wrong, because y'all saw me over here celebrating 11 wins in a row, okay? But even though that I celebrate, because y'all know I take all wins, even though I'm celebrating the wins, I know who we're playing. You know what I'm saying? I know what team I know what type of teams we're playing. Right? When we play Utah in Atlanta, y'all don't think Utah didn't throw that game, bro? Y'all didn't think they threw that game? Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they take Lauri Markkanen out in the fourth quarter when we was playing Utah and sat him for the whole fourth quarter? They took some other guys out too. And correct me if I'm wrong. The league fined them for doing that stuff. Right? So when I yeah, I mean, I ain't tripping. Y'all, bro, we was watching we was watching the game together, bro. They took Mark and they took all they good dudes out in the fourth quarter, bro. And the game was close. So, and I bring that up because I don't want fans to get caught up in what they and I don't want them to get caught up in the numbers of that second half of the season, bro. It's a reason why we won 11 games in a row. It's a reason why we was 7 games under 500 when before we start that 11-game winning streak. Oh, excuse me, we might have been 6 games under 500. It's a reason for that. And I know the low-hanging fruit is, oh, that's because of Trae Young. No, it's not because of Trae Young. It's because, and like, y'all don't remember when I used to come up here, guys, and I used to say, when you give up 120 points a night, remember those last 3 years we used to give up 120 points a game? And remember, I used to come up here and I'd be like, first one to 120 gonna win. Right? Remember, I used to say this: when you give up as many points as we do, that's not a one player issue, bro. That's multiple players. That's multiple players. Right? So when we're beating teams that's not that good or not trying to win, or they're developing players, right? It's hard to get behind the team as far as thinking about a championship, right? So when you look at our record and you see 46 wins, right? When you see 46 wins, you immediately thinking what? Well, next year we should win more games than that because we should be trending upward, right? I don't think that, because I don't think we're a real legit 46 win team. I don't think we're a real legit 46 win team. I think we got over on some teams. We caught teams. And let me add this part. Don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, like, I'm not blaming the Atlanta Hawks for that. Because at the end of the day, we can only play whatever teams on the schedule. We can only go against players they put on the court. If they don't want to play their top players on the court, I mean, it's not our fault. It's not our problem. We took advantage of that, right? We took advantage of that. But what I didn't allow myself to do was to really think we're really as good as our record says we are. I don't believe we're as good as 46 wins. And that's why I say, y'all saw me going around saying, who think we're gonna win more than 46 games? Because if you do, let's put some bread on that. Because I don't believe that we're a legit 46 win team. You feel me? But that's just my opinion, right? Could I be wrong? Hell yeah, I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But could I be right? Could I be right? And that's why, like I tell people, if you think the team got better, y'all let me know if this makes sense. Okay? Let me know if this makes sense. We win 46 games, right? You go into the off season, right? And then after the off season, when a majority of the work is done, obviously we still got to do something with Kuminga and whatnot, right? But you get you get to the end of the off season, you get to the end of free agency, and you didn't really make a significant upgrade, right? With your starters. The starters got no upgrades, right? So now you're hoping that you're hoping that the upgrade from the starters gonna come internally, right? I don't know what more CJ McCollum could do at 34. He is what he is as a player, right? He's already efficient. So I don't know what else he could do. You're hoping Dyson Daniels come back with some type of offensive game, with some type of shot, being able to shoot a basketball. You're hoping that Jalen Johnson, and like I say with Jalen Johnson, man, like, what's the saying? How that saying go? Heavy as the head that wears the crown. Like, he has to play both sides of the basketball. And at a minimum, I need him to be an all NBA offensive player again. And I need him to be a much improved defensive player. this year. You know what I'm saying? Do I need him to be an all NBA defender? No. I mean, well, I wish he was, right? He'd be legit superstarish player, right? But I don't expect that. What I expect is just for an improvement, play better defense. Whether it's he need to look at tape, maybe it's a mental thing, maybe it's I don't know. But if he can improve defensively, even if he just improve off just on help defense, right? Who else you got? You got no. I mean, what no had a career year last year. Do people think that he can give you more than what he gave you last year? Because he was shooting lights out last year. I give him that. Now, obviously, when the playoffs came, he went back to role player mode and did what role players do in the playoffs and folded. But like, and that's why when people tell me, Damon, the team got better, and I'll be like, the team didn't get better, bro. You brought back your same starters. You added Lou Dort, who probably gonna come off the bench, who is not a scorer. He has one good year in the NBA as a scoring threat, right? He's a defensive guy. Everybody knows this already, right? You add the Carter kid, right? Add the Carter kid for some. I mean, you add Kinston Fleming. Like this team, like I said, you might be a 7 seed. But my point is this: it's just funny how people tell me the team got better, but they don't expect better results on the floor. That's kind of crazy to me. The team got better, but you don't expect better results on the floor. You don't expect better results in the record. You don't expect better results in the playoffs. And that was the point one of the points I was making to people. If the team got better, then we should be able to see the results. Right? But this right here, this defense right here, that got to get fixed, guys. That got to get fixed. You know what I'm saying? And I would love, I feel you, INC. I would love for Kinston Fleming to start the season, but we know that's not going to happen. We know that's not going to happen. But here's a question. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna keep that question to myself. I'm gonna keep that to myself, man. I'm gonna keep that question to myself because I don't want nobody to start tripping. But I still don't know what we're doing with Kuminga, man. I mean, at this point, gang, at this point right now, family, my thing is if you're going to sign and trade Kuminga, I need to get at least a first round pick or y'all take Corey Kispert off our hands. One of those got to come through. But I'm not trading any first round. I'm not trading no Atlanta Hawk first round picks. I'm not trading no Atlanta first round picks to get off Corey Kispert. I will keep Corey Kispert. I will keep Corey Kispert before I give up a first round pick. And we ain't contending for nothing. We're not contending for nothing anyway. Okay, we're not a championship roster. So I'm not giving up no, because guys, this is the last year we owe the Spurs a first round pick. I don't know what. I don't know what Foot talking about. Foot just talking. What Foot say? The Hawks don't have anything to do with JK. He's not worth a first round pick. I don't know. Don't listen to Foot today, y'all. Foot on one. We got everything to do with JK. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We got everything to do with it. The sign we have to approve a sign and trade for Kuminga. What you mean we don't got nothing to do with it? Why you think he ain't already been traded yet? Why? Because Ansi, when they go out and find a deal, Ansi got to approve it. And Ansi was like, no, we're not taking Vanderbilt back. No, we're not taking the rest of this nonsense back. So we got a lot to do with Kuminga. Y'all already know my stance on Kuminga. I don't know. I just don't understand why we didn't keep the guy. I don't understand why he's not starting on the wing with Jalen Johnson. I don't know. So JK is a free agent. Hawks don't have anything. If Kuminga want to sign and trade, let me tell you why we got a lot to do with Kuminga. Because the money that Kuminga wants, he can't get it. He can't get it. Nobody got the bread, my boy. Nobody has the bread to sign Kuminga outright. Somebody show me a team who can sign Kuminga outright for the money he asking for. Show me. No one can take him under the cap. Who has the money? Who has the money? Somebody show me. Someone tell me what team can take the salary that he wants and absorb it under their cap? I'm waiting for an answer. I'm waiting. That's why you got to do the sign and trade, because the man want a certain amount of money. Teams don't got it. So if he want to get the price that he wants, he needs a sign and trade, bro. Because I know Kuminga not finna go play for no motherfucking $8 million. Or he would have been a Laker already. He would have been a Cav already. He ain't finna play for no $8 million. So if he want the money that he's searching for, it has to be a sign and trade. You feel me? That's all I'm saying, man. And the sign and trade has to be approved by the Hawks. We have to agree to the sign and trade. Whatever deal Kuminga agent work out with another team, if it's a sign and trade, we still have to agree with it. If we didn't, he'd already be on the team right now. But y'all already know my stance, man. Y'all know my stance. We should have kept Kuminga. I think Kuminga and Jalen Johnson could be all. Fuck it, I'm gonna just say it. I think Kuminga and Jalen Johnson could have been our Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum wing combo. I was talking to the homeboy, man. I was talking to the homeboy CJ a while back, bro. Ask him. I said, man, bro, if Kuminga, this before all this stuff happened. I remember I was like, man, if Kuminga come back with that 3-ball, ooh. Could you imagine having Jalen Johnson, Kuminga on your wings with Kuminga with a nice 36, 38% 3-ball? Ooh. But it is what it is. Honestly, I guess honestly don't want him. It is what it is. We gotta move on. But I mean, that's one of the reasons he's not on the team right now. Because sign and trade. He want a certain amount of money. Teams don't got the bread. You feel me? So, I mean, it is what it is, man. But you got the Kuminga stuff going on. But I mean, we running back the same 5 dudes. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? What if I say JK isn't that good, my guy? Y'all hyped him up like he was all that. He has 0 bag, just athletic. I like that, Foot. I like that. Y'all hyped him up like he was all that. He has 0 bag and just athletic. What the fuck is Dyson Daniels then? He can't even shoot a basketball. And then he just athletic. We need that. That was one of the issues we was complaining about. You ain't got no athletes. You ain't got no dogs. We need athletic dudes on the team. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's like I say, man. It's like I say. This team, 39 to 43 wins, bro. 39 to 43 wins. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm not stirring no hornet's nest. I'm not stirring no hornet's nest. All I'm saying is this. Right? I think if Kuminga come back with a good 3-ball, meaning he could shoot the 3 around 36, 38%, which is league average and above, I think you got something there with 2 wing players. But every time I say that, I find it crazy. I say that, and I say I think that both of them could have been our Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And then here go Farrell. Man, that's a reach. What you mean it's a reach? I didn't say they are Tatum and Brown. I said they could be our Tatum and Brown. You got a you got a playmaking wing in Jalen Johnson. I got a very athletic, aggressive dog in Kuminga, right? With the added 3-ball. That's all I'm saying, bro. Golly. But y'all go, I ain't gonna say nothing. No, I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna watch these games, okay? And I don't want to hear nothing about nothing this year, dog. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing this year, dog. There's no excuses. There's no excuses. You don't got John Collins. You don't got Trae Young. You don't got John Collins, Trae Young, no Zachary Richardson, no Travis Schlenk, no who else y'all been blaming? All them niggas is gone. And what I find crazy, everybody y'all blame on this team that they're gone, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what we gonna do. According to y'all and what y'all been saying the past year, 2 years, we should be competing right now. Because all the people y'all said was bad on defense is gone. All the people y'all said was dead weight are gone outside of Corey Kispert, and he barely even played. So there should be no excuses. There should be 0 excuses. According to some of y'all logic, I'm over here. I'm trying to improve the starting 5. When you add Kuminga, if you take out Naw, put Kuminga there, then you have Naw come off the bench. You treat Naw, right? You use Naw, and this for all my older heads. You use Naw the same way the Pistons used to use Vinnie Johnson, the microwave, instant offense. We sit here and complain that Naw can't pass. We sit here and complain he not a point guard. Good. He need to come off the bench and shoot the ball. But I can have Kuminga out there and who can do what? He can defend multiple positions. This the same dude we had guarding Cat. Now, if y'all want to debate about the money, I could do that. I could agree. DeMond, he not worth $25 million. Okay, I agree. Oh, my bad, Foot, because I got it on a different I'm glad you said something. Because I got it running my mouth. I won't even look it. I got it on a different thing. Hold up.
Oh, what's up? I said, why won't let me in?
No, I had it on a different at the bottom how we got different layouts.
Oh, okay.
I had it on the far right, the far right layout with the
thing, man. Look, man. Look, like I told y'all when we first got, I caught taking headshots and everything, right? I told y'all what it was. JK's not a bad dude. He's just not worth no 20-something million. That's all. That's the only issue with him, right? Can he bring us some stuff? Yeah.
Would you would you take him at 17 million? That'll put him right same check as no.
15, 16, yeah, somewhere around there. I'll probably be okay. I'll probably be okay with that, right? So we sound like I'm talking on walk. I couldn't get my camera right, but I mean my thing right now. Let me try something.
Okay. But no, listen. I know the JK stuff is over with. Like, he's not coming back to Atlanta. I already know that, chat. Right? I was just bringing that up and the only reason I brought that up was to show you every time the Hawks have chances to add or keep talent, we don't do it.
So
we don't do it.
This is what I look at, right? I understand what you're saying. Chance is not always a chance, right? It takes two parties, right? Always take two parties, right? Maybe the other part ain't with whatever's going on, or the Hawks ain't with whatever going on, because you got too many moving parts. You got current salary, you got upcoming salary, upcoming extension. So everything's not made, a decision not made in a vacuum. That's what we used to do. We're not making decisions in a vacuum anymore. We're being more strategic, right? It's not getting the fans what they want. I get it. It's not getting, we ain't going after the Atlanta guys. We ain't going after this. But guys, you got to look at it from a whole, you got to look at top level down, not just then right now. Oh, we ain't getting nobody. We had him. We could have got him. We could have got him. We could have got Giannis, all this other stuff. You got to make it make sense, bro. That's how you run business. You just don't make decisions based on that. Now,
that sounds good. That sounds good, right?
I know, but that's the fact. That's fact, right?
That sounds good if we was coming off some type of championship or finals run. Hold up, final in the last 10 or something years. But what you just told me, Foot, is the same thing this team's been doing for the last quarter century. No, and it's always an excuse. You could rephrase it how you want to rephrase
you said
it.
Something earlier, right? You said, see, it was at tip of my tongue. You said, San Antonio still got one more first round pick, right?
Yeah.
We gave up too much for DJ, which put us in a situation where we're not able to make moves.
No, right? We can make moves. We can still make moves. We have assets. We got assets now.
But we ain't been able to do that because we didn't have no assets to make deals with, right? Some assets that people want, right?
Right. Now, and that's cool.
Now we get back to that. So that San Antonio thing had us messed up for years, right? People think we should do this. We couldn't do nothing, period, if we wanted to. Because we don't have no assets. We didn't have any assets to make anything happen. Now, this is why I told y'all 2.5 years ago, we're in a 3-year rebuild, right? And I tell you, everybody was clowning me about that because we couldn't tank because we had no assets. So we couldn't
tank because we didn't have our first round picks.
Yes, no, that's assets. That's what I'm talking. And we didn't have the players to trade today. So that's what I'm talking about. Assets meaning the picks and everything. So we're getting back to that. We're cleaning up. Now we have the ability to do some things, man. I mean, y'all just watch. Just sit back, watch what happens. Because all you have to do is listen to your boy. Play the lot of them. Everything I'm saying, I've been saying for 3 years happening.
You said it for how long?
When I said we're in the
wait, say it again. You've been saying it for how long?
What's that?
What you just said. Just repeat what you just said. You say you've been saying it for 3 years now?
Almost 3 years, yes. About the rebuild. And what we're doing, what we need to do.
Well, that's 3 years. That's 3 years already.
No, 2.5.
So next year, I just want to make sure I'm clear.
Let's go.
So next year, we should be competing for a championship. If this year 3 of the rebuild.
Okay. No. We already competing for a championship. We made the playoffs.
When
we make the playoffs, we're competing for a championship.
no. When you are a contender for a championship, just because you make it to the playoffs don't mean you are a contender.
If you make it to the playoffs,
you are not a contender. Why are you saying that? You know that ain't true. Come on, folks.
Okay,
You know
so
cap,
let me, hey, when Miami made it to the finals with Jimmy Butler, what they look like? What were their record?
Bro, the eight. Listen,
No,
that's luck. That's pure T luck. Because we all know the whole purpose of the play in, and the bottom half of the playoffs is so they can have more games to make money. None of those teams are legit contenders.
Sports is about luck as well. You got to do some things, but luck is involved in sports, bro. The ball got to fall the right way, vice versa.
We not contenders. We've never been contenders.
Okay. If you make the playoff, you're a contender. You make the playoff, you're a contender.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna stick with that. I've been saying that.
No, you're not. No, you're not. So where are we supposed to be competing for the championship?
We were competing last year. Made it to the playoffs.
So the rebuild is over with then.
The rebuild is over as far as what I'm talking about, having assets and being able to do something. Yes.
So year 3 of the year 3 rebuild, that's done. We over with. We done with that. That ended last year, or just the last year.
So we always rebuild it, but the core part of what getting all stuff right is done at the end of this year.
So next year, when are we winning the championship?
I don't know. I can't say. If I declare, I play the lottery. We're competing.
You dancing, Foot.
No, I'm not. Because when I said that first, I think Marion asked me what I spent.
You're dancing.
Marion asked me years ago, what do I spend? I'm not dancing. I'm not dancing.
When the rebuild is over, you should be competing for a championship.
Hold on. For the folks been in this chat, been on We Talk House all these years, y'all can validate what I've been saying straight up. I don't table dance and do
No. What I'm asking you is, when do we compete? You kept saying year 2 of the rebuild, year 3 of the 3-year rebuild. At the end of the rebuild, you should have your superstar player, and you should be competing for a championship.
I don't do superstar like y'all do. I told y'all about superstar.
I didn't know what you mean. I said you should have a superstar player.
I don't do superstar. They all role players to me. I don't do superstar.
Okay,
you already know that.
What you supposed to have at the end of a rebuild? You done rebuilt the team. What's next? What you supposed to have? How do we know the rebuild is over with if you're not competing for a championship?
My definition of a rebuild. Let's go back to what my definition of rebuild was. Right. My definition of rebuild was that we will be able to maneuver a little bit better and get who we want if we want it. Right. We weren't able to do that because we were strong. We had handcuffs, so we couldn't do that. We couldn't tank because we had no assets. So for me, I said this would need to happen. First, I said we need to keep DJ and get rid of Trey years ago. That didn't happen. I said we need to get up off some of that money, get some assets back, right? That was y'all rebuild. I don't know what y'all rebuild look like, but my rebuilds are, hey, we're going to be competing. That's the end goal. We'll be able to compete.
No. Wait, competing for what?
Championship, bro. Why are we doing this?
Hell, so if we competed, so last year
we did more than I thought.
So according to your logic, last year we was competing for a championship.
Yeah, we made the play. When you make the playoffs, you compete for a championship. When you make the playoff, not the play-ins.
So last year we was a title contender.
Yeah.
So this year are we a title contender?
If we make the playoff, yeah. Hey man, y'all definition, my definition different. I'm gonna say what I want to say, not what y'all want me to say. See, that's the difference. I think different than y'all. I don't think like y'all. I don't think it. See, everything is based off opinions, right? That's all it is. That's my opinion. I've been clear about this on here.
You trying? I know. I see what you're doing, Foot.
What am I doing?
I see what you're doing.
What am I doing?
You trying to play it safe.
I'm not.
I've
been consistent with what I've been saying for years.
You're trying to play it safe.
We
You
DeMar,
trying
we
to
got
play it
bet,
safe. You trying to
hold
play
on.
it
DeMar, we
safe.
got a bet, right? We got a bet, right? Man, you got a bet, right?
What's the bet? I forgot.
You
Remind
don't remember what the bet is?
me. What is it?
What I tell you? You don't, so we bet that I bet that Hawks gonna make it to the second round.
Oh yeah. Hey, y'all remember that bet, chat, so I can make sure to collect my money.
You remember that? I remember. You know, I ain't like them other dudes. So there you go.
I mean, I'll give you credit for putting your money on those opinions. Even though I know it's not gonna happen. You don't really.
Hey,
I'm not gonna say you don't believe it because you put money behind it, so you obviously believe it. How much did we bet? I forgot. How much we bet?
50.
50? I don't even bet $50.
You did. On We Talk Hawks.
50? Usually I do like a 200, 300.
Demar, I know what you like to do, and you know what I like to do.
50? 50. I usually don't do $50.
Write it down. You forgot already? Just like when I take a Matt money. I remember Matt money.
So $50. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we ain't making no second round of the playoffs. That's easy bread. That's easy money. That's easy money. That's easy money right there.
Hey, that's what you said. You said it's easy money.
Okay, so according to Foot, we title contenders, y'all.
That's right. That's my definition. So my definition.
But if we don't, so right now, in your opinion, we're nothing. But if we make the playoff, we're a contender. What do we have to do to be considered a contender
at
the beginning of the season?
At the beginning of the season, everybody's 0-0, right? At the beginning of the season, everybody's a contender until you show otherwise. You're a real contender once you make the playoff. Right now, you got to let it play out. That's why you play the game.
No.
Hey, that's just me. That's
so.
You can play different.
So we can't be title contenders before the season starts.
Everybody's title contenders.
Everybody, the Nets are title contender.
Because it's 0-0. See, everybody got a different opinion how they look at stuff. I look at it different than y'all. You should know that by now. Everybody's 0-0. Anything can happen. Injuries can happen. Trades.
You trying to play it? I already know what you're doing for. You won't fool me with it. You won't fool me.
Let me ask you something, DeMar.
You trying to play what you doing? You trying to play it safe?
No,
because you don't want to be wrong.
No.
You generalizing a whole bunch of stuff right now.
But DeMar, I bet you that Hawks gonna make it to the second round.
I mean, hey, I give you credit for putting money on. For giving me money, I give you credit for that for your donation.
Today, all teams
for your donation. Same thing for RJ. All right. RJ got a donation to We Talk Hawks fund.
I got $200 that the Hawks record will be better than what it was last year, bro. 200. It will be better than it was last year, bro.
There you go,
bro.
Y'all so I got I already bet that. RJ talking about me. We bet that. I remember that bet.
Hey, DeMar is more obsessed with being right than the Hawks actually winning, y'all. He's obsessed with being right.
I'm not obsessed with being right.
Yes, you are, bro. You obsessed with being right.
I looked at the roster and I gave an analysis.
Dog,
my analysis says.
How can you seriously, as a Hawks fan, as a fan, how can you seriously look at this roster and say it's not better than it was last year? Explain that to me.
I got a question.
I'll explain it to you. You brought back the same 5 dudes who just got their ass whipped, okay, by a good team, okay? That's one. You upgraded 0 of your starters. So you're relying on all your starters to come back much improved, which is probably not going to happen because Dyson Daniels is not going to take a jump in a 3-point shooting. You're gonna need at least 2 to 3 years to get that up. That's 1. 2.
Says who?
Let him finish, Foot. Let him finish.
Says who? When I'm looking at his track record, he's a 31% career 3. His first 2 years, he shot 31%. The outlier is him shooting 34%, but he only did that with Trae Young on the floor. He didn't shoot like that by himself. Now, last year, when I was reposting all them videos of him shooting them threes, and then he come back and shooting.
Hamburger helper.
Huh?
Cook your hamburger helper, man. Go ahead.
I come back and I posted all the videos of him shooting 18% on wide open threes. Okay. Let's see here. You added Dort, that helped you on the defensive side, but he can't score the ball neither. Okay. He's a set shot shooter from 3. Okay. I don't know how that helped you offensively. Your best offensive player with the best bag is 35 years old. Okay. That you got on a 1-year deal, which tells me, oh, you bring back Landale on a 1-year deal, which tells me that not even the front office think this team is any good. Because if the front office thought this team was worth a damn, you don't bring back your best scorer on a 1-year deal. You don't bring back your best backup guy on a 1-year deal if you think this team is going somewhere. You feel me? So I don't understand where y'all see this big improvement at. And we're gonna see, we're gonna know everything we're gonna need to know these first 25 games. The first 25 games, it ain't no bunch of tanking teams in the first half of the season. So we gonna see if my analysis is correct. My analysis says this team will not win more than 46 games.
Are you done cooking your hamburger helper yet?
I don't eat hamburger helper.
Can I go next?
That sounded like a bunch of hamburger helper
Hey,
nonsense.
can I go?
Go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead, Kool-Aid.
Well, I like him. Hey, let me tell you something. I like hamburger helper, bro. I think it's a good meal, bro.
Of course you do.
Let me just put it like that. I eat the heck out of hamburger helper. Hey, I eat the heck out of hamburger helper. But let me ask this, man. Honestly said we were what? We are no player away from a championship. Did he not say that?
He did.
In a sense. Did he not say that? Your manager, did he not say that?
He did.
Yeah, he said it.
Okay, so how are we going to a championship when the manager already done told you and Foot that they are not a player away from championship? Huh? So, and then I'm still trying to get y'all to explain to me how a top-heavy, Foot is a coach. And I'm trying to figure out how do a top-heavy defensive team where you got your starters, you got 2 starters, one shoot 18% from the 3-point line in a 3-point NBA system, organization, or whatever you want to call overall, it's a 3-point shooting thing, okay? And you got a player who is one of your starting players who y'all grieve and clear and cheer and y'all feel so good about, shoot 18% from the 3-point line, okay? And then he just don't shoot 18% from the 3-point line. He's a less than a 70% free throw shooter. Okay. These are clutch, and most of those things are in clutch situations. So explain that to me. And then the Lou Dort guy, who y'all so excited about, he's one of the guys. So how many points is he going to shave off a star player who put up 25 and 30 a game? Okay. Is he going to be on when he be on the guy? When we saw Dyson Daniel get on your boy from Detroit, he got cooked for 25 and 30 on ball. Okay. I haven't never seen Lou Dort shave more than 5 to 10 points off anybody game. Okay. If he go up against any star player who putting up 25 and 30 average, okay, they might be down to 15 or 20. That's about it. But how many points do Lou Dort score to counter that? Okay, now then I saw that sometimes he get to the point where he's not shooting no more than 31% from the floor. Okay, so tell me how he's supposed to come in and do that. Oh, I'm just pointing. I just feel comfortable right there. It helped me think a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It helped me think a little bit. It just my hands are still up because it helped me think a little bit. So so my point is, from my point of view, I think you need a balanced team. I think the team is too top heavy. And then at the same time, I feel one of the biggest mistakes the Hawks made was not signing Kuminga. He was the only, let me see, even though he was a rented player, he was a rented player. Now I'm gonna say 2 more things, I'm gonna shut up. He was a rented player, and he was the ingredients to us winning the first 2 games against the Knicks. Okay. And then tell me, was not the Hawks exposed in game 5 against the Knicks on everything that y'all are talking about running back this team when they lost by 61 and 51 points? Now, explain that to me.
You
How
want to
y'all
go
think
there
they
or you
gonna
want me
win?
to go? Okay.
Go
So,
right there, then I'll go out to you.
all right. So here's the first thing. I want to talk about something you said. You said top heavy defensively. I don't think the team is top heavy defensively. I think the defense is spread out, not only from the starters, even to the bench, because you got good defensive players right now that are going to be coming off the bench. And let me tell you something. Dyson, neither has Lou Dort. Now, you talked about them. They haven't shaved too many points off defensively. Let me explain this to you. Neither one of those guys have actually played with a true defensive-minded player ever in their career. This is their shot. So I believe when you say shave them points off, I believe you're going to be looking at some points getting shaved off just with those 2 guys being on the floor together. Seriously. And when I say point shaved off, if you're going up against a team that's strictly offensive, let's just say this team is averaging, we'll say 115, maybe 125 points a game. With those 2 guys on the floor, I believe you can knock those points down to probably about maybe, I would go maybe 100. So that's 15 less points that you don't have to give up. And that's just defensively. And you don't lose any defense when guys come off the floor. And I think that's the type of mindset that honestly saying I'm not going to lose any momentum defensively when guys come off the floor. Now, DeMond's biggest thing, he was talking about scoring. That's DeMond's biggest thing. Who's going to offset the offensive production? DeMond believes.
No, my biggest thing. No. My biggest thing is we don't have a talent upgrade.
Okay, let me speak on that real quick. I'm gonna speak on that real quick right now. Don't get for any of the fans that's listening. Don't get caught up in the name, bro. This is going to be a pure team-driven, led offense. Anybody on any given night is going to be able to put a game away. I do believe that. You don't have to necessarily have like a closer or Jaylen Brown. You don't have to necessarily have the Trae Young type of closer. I believe the way the team is set up currently, anybody on this roster can close a game out. That's the way I look at it. Now, it may not be a name that we're accustomed to hearing, but I don't think anybody would care as long as you win it.
Hey, man, listen.
I don't think anybody cares.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, man. Listen.
Hold
on, bro. Hold on. Hey, chat, listen to your boy, man. Okay? Listen to your boy. Okay?
Ain't even finish it, huh?
Listen to your boy, man. Okay? Shout out to my boy. I'm gonna start calling RJ Dr. RJ. Okay. Because he just came in here with some type of bullshit positive. We all you can be army of one. We a team. We play together. 2015 Hawks. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. The boy just not boy. I didn't mean to call you no boy. I'm just saying the slang talk.
It's cool, man. Go ahead.
The boy just said, you don't need no star players, man.
Did I say that?
You just said it. You said you don't need star players.
I didn't even say that, but go ahead.
Okay. Did you say Dort never played with defensive minded? What you say about Dort? Didn't play with who?
What I'm saying is neither one these between Dyson Daniels and Lou Dort, I would probably say these are probably some of the best 2 defensive players in the league currently right now. They were both on all defensive teams. That's safe to say.
RJ, let me add to that real quick so people understand.
Yeah, okay.
And RJ, you heard me talk about Kool-Aid DeMond.
Yeah.
Team defense, right? There's the thing is team defense, right? If you got a bunch of guys together that can play defense, that changes everything. The way I coach
what did they do last year?
Can I finish, bro? What I coach is team defense, right? They got to be connected. What we had for years is nobody connected. You had one dude maybe like Dyson. Then Nah came on and helped the situation with Dyson, right? But again, y'all gotta understand. And back to
and got cooked in the playoffs.
Because we that team was better. New York was better. Period.
That's what I said. We don't have talent upgrades.
So here's the thing. Y'all keep talking about a superstar. See, the NBA got y'all NBA entertainment, right? They got y'all thinking like this. You need this a name, right? What I said.
You do.
No, what I said. And RJ alluded to it. You build a team that fit well together. That's New York.
They don't have a superstar. They don't have a superstar.
Okay.
New York don't have a superstar.
What's a superstar? What's the definition?
Jalen Brunson.
What's the definition?
Jalen Brunson.
No, what's
a
the
star,
definition?
superstar. Cat, superstar. Oklahoma City don't have superstar foot.
What's the definition so I can apply it to everybody to see if they're a superstar?
Okay, easy. Okay, we'll make it real easy. I'll make it real easy. Hold on, I'll make it real easy. I'll make it real easy. A superstar, all NBA player, first, second, third team, all NBA. You're a star. You're
Okay.
a superstar.
What's all NBA? A win over
People who made the all NBA team.
A win over popularity contest.
People who make the all NBA team. I just gave you. You asked for a definition, so I gave you a standard we could use.
What are the requirements?
Don't believe in stats.
It don't matter. They the top 15 players. They the top 15 players. To see what Foot doing. Foot is going. Foot does this. He does this. Well, what about this? Well, what about this? We know who superstars are.
Y'all trying to play that reverse psychology.
So let me say,
that's trying to play that reverse psychology, man. That's what Foot be trying to do. Play that reverse psychology crap.
Just because we don't have a superstar, okay?
Hold on. Let me say it. You mentioned Kool-Aid. You mentioned Dyson and his 3-point percentage, right? Do you know what Dyson's stats across the board was compared to the year before last? Y'all see, people don't talk about that. People call.
Okay, let's talk about it then. Let's talk about it. Come on. I know it. Come on, let's talk about it.
Go ahead and talk about it, Foot. Go ahead and talk about it.
Look at here was 3-point. Everything else went up.
You say what now?
Okay, go ahead, Foot. Talk about it.
You say what now?
His 3-point.
And
that's all thing that is.
And here's my thing, too.
Bro, he's supposed to be your starting point guard. When the season started, hold on. When the season started, he was our starting point guard. Point guard. That was his job when we started the season. That was his job when he was here last year with Trey. Okay, he was a point guard. He got moved to small forward. You know why? Because he's not a good point guard. So they moved him to small forward because he's not a good point guard. He doesn't have good vision. He doesn't make good passes. Okay, they just showed his assist.
Oh, he don't have.
They just showed it. Hold on. No, he don't. Don't even trip. Because I'm finna break it down for you. I'm finna break it down for you. Hold on. No.
Go get.
I'm finna break it down for you. Get on X. Get on X. Get on X. They got all his assists. Hold up. It's on X, Foot. I'm gonna tell you the numbers. It's on X because it's been up there for 2 weeks. He got 1.8 assists from dribble handoffs. Okay, the rest of his assists, you know where they come from? Dribbling in the lane, turning his back to the basket, and passing out. You know why he does that? You know why he does that. It is true. It's on. The numbers is on X.
On X or Facebook, and
the numbers are on X, and it wasn't no numbers from some random dude. It's the stats dude.
So Damon, my
question. It's the stats dude.
My question
Dyson Daniel is all over YouTube. Hey, the highlights of Dyson Daniel doing exactly what Damon is saying is all over YouTube. Pull up those games and just sit there and watch it. I sit there and watch the same thing. I said, what in the heck are they doing? And I see him do the same thing. Y'all say he defends, and then y'all start talking about he defend the center. Then y'all talk about he defend a center. He defend a center.
Where's John at? John got the best line ever. He run Dyson dribble in the lane and run into the dude's stomach. You know what John be saying? Run into his stomach.
Exactly.
You know why he does that? You know why he does that? You know why he does it? Because he a bad free throw shooter. He don't want to go to the free throw line. That's why he don't never initiate contact when he attacks. Tell me I'm lying, RJ. Tell me I'm lying.
One thing for everybody.
Tell me I'm lying.
Let me ask one thing.
Stop me when I'm lying.
Hold on. Let me ask one thing real quick. The chat talking, y'all talking. Let me ask one thing. Haven't I always been right around here?
No.
Yes, I have.
No.
Everything I said.
No, you still ain't right about us making the playoffs, man. Why you sitting there lying on yourself?
Cool it. Let me finish. It's all recorded. We can bring up the show. Everything I've always said, what we need to do, how we need to do it, what's gonna happen. It's always been true. I'm always right. I'm always right.
Hey,
What you right on? I understand. What? Give me an example.
Let me get in this real quick.
What you right on? I don't understand. What are you right on?
First of all, Damon, thanks for the workout suggestion, man. Your boy done put on like 15 more pounds doing that workout you were telling me about, bro. So I got to give you a shout out for that one, man. So,
okay. Salute to my boy RJ hitting
it, bro. Killing it. But
I was in the gym today.
Yeah, I just got back when y'all were online, man. But here's my thing, though. When I look at the team as a totality, as a whole, man, look at the team as a whole. Don't look at individual guys and what individual guys can do. I'm looking at these guys, and I say to myself, hey, man, each one of these players that start is going to cover up another guy's weakness. So that weakness that you talk about for Dyson Daniels, with the scoring, with the driving in the lane, there's somebody that not only coming off the bench that can rectify that, but it's also somebody he's going to be playing with that can also help him out. So I look at a lot of the guys, like all the weaknesses y'all mentioned, even like for Jalen Johnson, one of the weaknesses was, hey, he's taking a lapse in his defense. I do think Jalen Johnson's defense will get better this year because he has more defensive-oriented guys on the court with him. And here's my thing with Dyson, though. At 23 years old, between Damon and Kool-Aid, y'all don't think a dude can improve at 23? He can't improve at 23.
I didn't say he couldn't. I said
I'm just asking.
Yeah, anybody I always tell people.
You know how I feel about that situation.
Any skill can be improved. It just depends on how much work are you going to put in to improve that skill. It's a reason why you got cats that shoot like KD and Curry, because they putting up 500, 600 shots up every couple days.
You know how I feel about that.
While others don't do that. Dyson Daniels not putting up 3-point shots like those guys is. You know why? Because what they work on the off season, they only work on what I'm not gonna say on. They focus on what they're going to do on the court.
Now, RJ, this is my point. Can I say my point? Let me make my point on that.
I'm listening.
My point is that leopard spots don't change. Okay? That's my point. He's a bad shooter. Let me tell you, you can improve a little bit. Now, me and Damon don't agree on this, but this is my point and what I believe.
Okay.
I believe you go what you draft is what you get. Okay. If you draft a defensive player, you get a defensive player. You draft an offensive player, you get an offensive player. You draft a shooter, you get a shooter. Some of these guys are born gifted, and they gift all the way through. Now, I ain't saying they don't do what Damon said, just like Curry. He did everything because his love, and also he had the gift. And his brother sit up in the window and probably couldn't and went out there and shot 100 shots. Let me put it like that. I saw Trey Johnson, and y'all tell me wrong. How many people have you ever seen hit 100 straight free throws, not miss?
Not many.
Reggie Miller. So, and you just named. So that means that's a gift. I don't care how many times a person go up there and try to do that. There's only a few people going to be able to accomplish it. That is a gift.
Well, no,
so
actually,
I'm saying
that's work.
It's a skill.
But I'm saying, but it didn't take. They sitting there telling this dude nursery rhymes and going multiplication tables while he's shooting and everything. So I'm just look. I'm saying some people, and I'm finna use my word again. Some people are just born mutant players. They are born mutants.
I'll say this. I'll say this. The mutant part, I will agree with you if you're talking genetics, right? Like your physical field.
Yeah.
Okay.
This can't help.
But basketball, just like any other sport requires skill. Nobody is born being able to shoot. You work on that.
But yeah, but
What plays
some
a
of
part in it? Your key things that plays a part in it is a couple things. How early do you start on that to master that skill? What they'll tell you, it take you 10,000 hours to become good at a skill, right? So how many players are putting over 10,000 hours in their career? Let's say not even career, before they even make it to the league. How many are putting it over 10,000 hours before they make it to the league, before they make it to high school ball? What you'll notice is all the good players in the NBA, well, they're all good players in the NBA. They all know each other from what? What's crazy, what you'll notice, they all knew each other as kids. They knew each other as kids. They've been honing this skill as a kid. The problem is when you hit certain levels or your physical build changes. Prime example, Anthony Davis. Y'all have heard the story, AD, when he said in the 9th grade he was a point guard.
Right.
By his sophomore year, when he hit that growth spurt, I think he said he went from 6'1" to like 6'7". He's no longer a point guard. So what skill diminished? The ball handling, because he's not handling the ball as much anymore, not even in practice. Because what do we do, guys? We like I said earlier, you mainly focus your workouts on what you're going to be doing on the court. If my job is not to be the primary ball handler, then ball handling work is going to be at the end of my workout, not at the beginning. My main stuff is going to be what I do on the court. So I agree with you, Kool-Aid. Mutants are born genetically, physically, because that's something you can't control, right? But you're not born to you're not born to shoot a basketball, dribble, hit a baseball.
But what I'm saying is that some people have, okay, it's like I'm gonna stay with the mutant concept and superhero concept.
Mm-hmm.
When Spider-Man got bit by the spider, he had spider senses. Okay, that was not a practice. That came from what was built in that spider or whatever that gave him the senses of tingling or having that senses. And so what I'm saying is that, and I'm just saying this for me being an athlete.
Kool-Aid. But I think we got to disconnect because spider senses is not a skill.
No. We don't.
That's not a skill.
No, but that gift enhanced the skill that you finna do. And I'm trying to say this from when I'm trying to say, just like Curry, it's like the senses comes and go with Curry. Okay, we're gonna continue with the Curry thing. There've been times when Curry's senses is off a little bit, and he'll go over. He had a game where he went over 10.
Right.
And then it was time where his senses came and he felt it. And I've been in the zones before myself. Okay. Right. When he just can throw the ball up with his eyes closed because now that mutant sense or that what I'm talking about kicks in. And he had one of those games. I don't care who you put on him, what he do, or whatever, it kicks in. Everybody don't have those senses that kick in like that. And I'm just saying, being an athlete. I'm just saying, just for me being an athlete within itself, it been when I'm just saying is that when that gift kick, and we talking about like basketball with shooters, when those shooters gifts is there, man, those special players is going to, when they see the rim and they have an opportunity, it's going in more so than a person who don't have that sense.
But here's the thing,
it's an eye-hand coordination. And I'm just saying,
but see, Kool-Aid, stuff like that, like, so when you take a guy like Curry, I'm glad you use Curry, right? Curry's shooting form, that's not his original shooting form. Curry had to change his shooting form from when he was a kid to get to the form that he has now. And once again, he shot so much of his new form that he was outside crying. That's how many shots he got up. It had nothing to do with senses. By the time he got on the floor, he already knew he could make these shots. It's skill. The skill, here go. Practice, improve skill. Improve skill builds confidence. Your confidence comes from you already knowing what you can and you can't do. You see what I'm saying? So even when when he go over, even when Steph Curry has those games where he 1 for 15, guess what? I bet if you asked him, hey, what you thought about those shots you missed? I thought they was going in. It's because you practice. And I wanted to address something real quick that the homeboy Gabriel said. I didn't say if you keep shooting, you'll shoot like Steph Curry. Because you still have different variables that play into a part of that. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's technique is not the same. Everybody doesn't have the same trainers. Everybody doesn't have the same physical build. A lot plays into athletics. That's why players are never the same. That's why players are never the same. Because there's so many variables. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, listen.
I listen. Let me say this.
Let me say this. I'm be quiet. Dyson Daniels, right? If he went out there right now for the rest of the year and he put up 500 3-pointers a day, he could come back here shooting lights out. But once again, when you watch him shoot it in those videos that people post, you can already point out deficiencies. The release is too slow for the NBA level. If he's guarded, he's not getting that shot off because the release too slow. He doesn't jump high enough to shoot over anybody because he shoots flat foot. Not flat foot, but he shoot what John said. He probably jumped as high as a flat dollar bill when he shoots a jumper. You see what I'm saying? Different things play different parts in that. Do I believe Dyson Daniels? Well, let me rephrase that. I believe, and I'm going to say it again, when it comes to a skill, I believe anybody can get better. I'm not saying you can be the best. You're going to be bad at the top of the shot. What I'm saying is if you shot 18% on open threes like Dyson Daniels did this year, he can improve on that next year. But if you look at the numbers,
I agree with that. I agree with that. Just like Okongwu got better at his 3-point shooting.
Bro, Okongwu, John Collins, the same thing. Okongwu just did exactly what John Collins did.
JJ got better. Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson used to shoot.
I agree with you on that.
He used to shoot 29% from three. It's all about what are you focusing your training on.
Let me say something real quick to Martin Kool-Aid. I haven't spoke about y'all. Y'all already know I coach, but one thing y'all put y'all on. I teach shooting. That was one of my specialties. I could shoot the shit out of the ball back in the day, right? And like I said with Dyson issue is more so mental than anything else. He still need to work on his form, but it's mostly mental. Shooting is one of those things. When the ball placement, hand placement, all that, I get it, right? But what I see today, the young men don't actually pay attention. They're just shooting the damn ball just to shoot. They're not shooting to see how they can get better, right? Because one thing I see a lot with these young guys, the ball rotation. When you shoot the ball, your ball turning this way, is wrong. The ball should rotate back towards you when you release. They don't pay attention to the small things. The people who pay attention to the small things get better immediately because they're shooting to get better, not shooting. If I just keep the thing is, I need to get up shot. That's the thing going on with these teenagers in high school today. I need to get up shot, but you're shooting the damn ball wrong. You're not looking at what you're doing wrong. That's the biggest thing you have today with shooting. Shooting is something that's easy. I can shoot damn free throw with my eyes closed. Still today at 55. I close my eyes and shoot and make them. I make 80% with my eyes closed because it's all repetition. It's the feel of the ball. The shit don't change. It's I guess I can't describe it. If you work on more and you put up more shots, you're gonna automatically get better. You know, like you were saying.
And then because when you get those shots up, right? When you get those shots up, when you're shooting a lot and you got somebody working on your form, after a while, after so many repetitions, it's automatic. You see what I'm saying? So like even when you watch like NBA players, even you ever watch NBA players, right? It's harder for them to miss on purpose. Like it's hard for them to miss on purpose without just like throwing the ball. But like even y'all see when they at the free throw line and you like, yeah, he need to miss it. You notice they have to throw it hard because if they shoot regular, it's probably gonna go in because it's so automatic. And if you look at the older players like Rasheed Wallace, dudes in a big three, it's automatic, bro. It's automatic. They can't. It's hard for them to have bad form because they've been doing proper form for so long. So yes, I believe that Dyson Daniels can improve on 3-point shooting. The question is, how much work does he? Here's a question. I'm sorry. The work he put in is going to show how much. Excuse me. That 3-point percentage is going to show me how much work he put in, because confidence says, "Give me the ball. I'm letting this thing. If I'm open from 3, that shit gone." Because I have the confidence that I'm gonna make it. I get the 3 and I gotta hold it and look around. I don't have the confidence. You see what I'm saying? So RJ, I believe you can get better.
Okay.
I believe everyone can
18% is at the bottom, bro. So he ain't number up for 18%.
Well, that's because after the first half, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, man. After that first half of the season when he was shooting like 10%, right? His problem was he's so scared.
It is.
Let me say it like this. He looks at a missed 3-point shot, his missed 3-point shots as a turnover. That's why he don't want to shoot them, because he already knows in his head, I'm a miss. Unlike a guy like Curry, who be like, hey, I went 1 for 14, but I thought them other 13 was going in. I thought they was, because when Curry shoot it, what he do? Either pose or he running away. How many times you see somebody like Curry shoot a 3, and you like, when you shoot a 3 and you know it's off, what you do? You start running in for the rebound. You don't really see Curry do stuff like that because he think all his shit going in, right? But once again, somebody like a Dyson Daniels, they let it get too far. They should have corrected that shit the first couple games. What's realistic? 20 games. Hey man, shoot the ball. What Quinn should have told him? You know what Quinn should have told him, Foot? What Quinn should have told him was this: the next time you pass up an open 3, I'm gonna put your ass on the bench.
Hey, I do that all the time.
And I'll put somebody out there, and I'll put somebody out there who'll shoot that shit. Because once again, I listen to a lot of elite players podcasts, right? When they're talking like real shit, not the gossip shit. And what they said was this: the number one thing that elite players can do better than us regular hoopers is they can accept failure. Failure meaning anything, a missed shot. They'll miss it and forget about that shit. By the time they miss the shot, they done forgot about that shit. Get the ball again, they're gonna shoot it again. That's what Dyson Daniels lacked last year. He'll miss the 3, right? He hesitates. He's scared.
Man, just let it go and see one thing.
Let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick. RJ, you know who a good example of that, of having confidence in shooting and not giving a fuck? Josh Smith.
Oh yeah. Josh Smith. Josh Smith.
The whole arena be like, no, what Josh Smith said.
Let it go.
Right. I don't care.
Yeah. Hey, let me say this real quick. One thing that people don't talk about much as far as Dyson and last year, his role changed. Well,
he was off the ball. He's not a good point guard.
He was off the ball.
He was a 2. He was a 2.
He was off the ball. He was off the ball a year before. Now he's on the ball. His stats reflect that too, right?
So Foot, man, I gotta ask this, man. Your boy Kingston Fleming's played for one of the toughest college football coaches, man. I think it's hands down to say Kingston Fleming's coach is the toughest basketball coach
He
in
tough
college
as hell.
basketball. Period.
I love it. I love it.
So my question is, how many minutes do y'all think Kingston Fleming is going to have this year? Because everybody keeps saying he's probably looking at about 15. I think he's going to be playing too good to only give him 15. I think it's got to be at least 20.
This is what I think. I think he's going to wind up in the starting lineup before the year's out.
Oh, that's a hot take, man. You think he'll take CJ's spot?
Because
if the season go bad, he going to
say
start.
What now?
My theory is if the series my bad.
No, what I was saying, so you truly believe he'll take CJ's spot at PG1.
Yeah, CJ's not learned long term, right?
Right, of course.
So you mentioned you started off talking about the coach he came
right.
from.
Yeah.
People who follow college basketball, I love that fact from where he came from, because we know what that dude's about.
Yeah.
And I think with that mindset, I think he showed me enough in summer league to where I can say I think he eventually, get better. He got some work, it's pro. It's got to adapt.
Right.
But I think he's going to adapt pretty well. That's what I think, right?
Yeah.
And I think at some point you probably, and he can play defense too. At some point you might have to start that kid if he continues to improve. So yeah, I think before it's over, he will be starting.
He nice, man.
Hopefully I hope Kingston gets. Matter of fact, what I'm hoping, let me say it like this: my prediction is he should be the backup point guard. And the reason I say that, not because of his talent, obviously, but he's a Quinn Snyder, honestly, high draft pick. Yeah. So there's no like with Zach, that was a Landry pick. Ooh, we know this guy was picked under Ansi and Quinn. So we know off rip, and he picked top 8. But we know off rip, these two guys are invested in this young player. Same thing for the Zuby kid and Vsar, right? Yeah. Now, this is what I see. Quinn, he's not starting day one. I tell you that right now. Okay. Right. I see him coming off the bench as the backup point guard, because in my head, what I'm thinking is this: if we are under 500 at the break, I see CJ McCollum being moved, right? Probably to like a contender or something, because I don't think CJ he rarely played for a contender. And half his contract gonna be done anyway, only gonna owe $11 million, and then you slide Kingston in as your starting point guard, right? But here's the issue that I'ma have now: are they gonna be sharing the ball? And what is Kingston's role? Because Jalen Johnson is technically our facilitator on offense. Technically, he dominates the basketball. So are you going to take the ball? No, right. But what I'm asking for is, we usually bring the ball down. We get it to Jalen. They'll start running some action at the top of the key. We don't have to do that no more, because what I'm asking is this. But no, but my issue, my thing is this. My thing is this: does the coach make any adjustments, right, to have Jalen Johnson and Kingston Fleming? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Kingston Fleming without the basketball is not a threat as a rookie. In my opinion, he's not a threat to me as a rookie off ball.
I can get with you on that. But
okay. Let me go then.
No, so I can get what you're saying, and I think too much is put on Quinn for no damn reason at all, right? And for me as a coach, I see different things that y'all don't see. I understand most of everything. I don't say I agree with everything, but I agree with most of the things he does, right? And I think if you saw how this team was coming together this past year, I think they fit well together. Half the shit gonna have to do with the fit. I think you got a team, and RJ alluded to it earlier. We got a bunch of guys, especially on the bench. We got a bench. We said we had a bench last year. No, Everybody come out that damn bitch can get minutes, and we won't play. Why he playing with? Why we playing that guy? I think overall, we got the sum of all parts going to be great this year. Go ahead, Kool-Aid.
Okay, this is my point I'm finna make, man. In actuality, and I want y'all to think about all the guards that they got already. That is vets. Think about all that's in front of Flemings. For you and all the people who saying that the Hawks are going to win 46 or more and get to the playoffs, y'all don't want to see Flemings. Let me tell you why. It's almost like what Damon said. If we under 500 or we are losing team, they're gonna become sellers.
As we should.
And CJ gonna be a seller, gonna be one that's gonna be sold. And then they're gonna start the process of completing your rebuild. They're gonna start playing Kingston, Flemings a little bit more. They're gonna start playing Zuby a little bit more. Cause Zuby gonna get some time, but he gonna get cause you know who y'all power forward in your 3 and 4 years, that's Lou Dort. And who gonna play out? Who gonna play in front? Who playing in front of Lou Dort? Okay.
Dort. Not Dort.
Dort. Okay, Dort.
I let y'all talk about stuff
Dort.
like that.
Dort. Dort. Okay, Dort.
Dort.
So you got to look at that veteran staff. Okay, that Coach Quinn loved his vets. Like I say, the only way Flemings start getting more and more playing time is that we're losing. We're losing, and we start become sellers. And then we start selling off some of those vets.
But he's gonna get playing time. That's what we're saying.
He's gonna get some, but not
right.
like
right. He
but
get
what
some.
I'm saying, he's not gonna get it, but he's not gonna get it. He's not gonna get it. Go with the guards that you got now. You know who your starters are. Okay, you already know who your 1 and 2 is. Okay, you already know who the other guy that he already went and got. He played your boy last year from LA. Okay, if he was still here, he probably would still get playing time in front of Flemings. Then they got your boy they just got from Sacramento.
Who playing in front of Flemings? Devin Carter not playing in front of Flemings.
Flemings gonna play, man.
Okay, I'm not saying what we want. I'm just thinking like Quinn with the vet concept.
Bro,
okay.
Y'all make that up, bro.
You also got to factor in that.
I'm factoring in what you just said. I am factoring in what you said.
Is an Onsi Quinn pick.
It's an Onsi Quinn pick. Right. I understand. I got you.
But you also got to understand. We also got to remember the way we want a player develop may not be the way that Quinn and Onsi wants to do it. They could be on some shit like, we're just gonna ease them along because hey, the dudes are playing well. We don't need him to be playing 35 minutes.
Exactly.
Like I said, man, I think he's gonna be the backup point guard. I think maybe his only competition may be the Wiggins kid, but I don't know I don't think the Wiggins kid is a point guard. But
he's more of a forward.
He's better than Devin Carter not gonna play in front of
Devin Carter, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Devin Carter is a 2 guard. I don't think Devin Carter.
But he's short. He's short. He
is short, but I'm just saying.
Matter of fact, I think he under 6 feet. I think he's like 5'11".
No, you thinking about Nembhard. Now Nembhard is under 6 feet.
Was that what I said? Oh yeah.
That's Nembhard you're talking about.
6'3". Devin Carter's about 6'3".
6'3". So that's what I'm saying. You talk about those guards that we talking about.
They not,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying.
Fleming gonna play, but like I said, if you expecting Kingston Fleming to compete for Rookie of the Year, it's not gonna happen. Okay,
right.
Just not gonna have a minute. He's not gonna have the opportunity because we're not 100%. We're not a blown up team. So I mean, I'm not looking at Kingston Fleming to have some crazy year. What I'm looking at is I'm really looking at Kingston Fleming for year 2. That's what I'm looking at. This year, you get your feet wet. They're gonna play it. Whatever happens. I'm waiting for year 2 for me to really judge Kingston Fleming. That's just me though.
Man, listen. What I'm looking for is I want my team to be better than they were last year. That's all I want.
Yeah, you
Better than they were last year.
You know what I want, RJ? You know what I want, RJ?
Question.
RJ, you know what I want?
Yeah.
Your $200.
Nah.
Hey, look, tell you something though. The question I asked Foot and y'all about the top heavy on defense, right?
Right.
And RJ, I'm just finna rebuttal on some of that for what y'all was telling me. And from what I got from y'all telling me, what y'all adding up together is that the team, and this is just another question coming to y'all behind this. And you said that they would knock off about 15 points if a good team would score about 115 a game.
I think a good team.
You would knock out. So that means they'll get down to 100.
Right.
Now, my second question to you: with the other opposition going to play some defense, some are going to have really good defense, close to the type of defense that we have, and close. Some of them going to have that decent defense, especially one that you say that where they score a lot of points. Their defense is going to be a little bit less.
Right.
So my second question to y'all, with us being a top heavy defense again type of team, what would be our points per average per game?
If I had to pick it, I would probably say our average points per game. I could see us hitting the wall at maybe about anywhere between. I think we could score anywhere between 115 to 125 with the current guys on our roster. I can see us scoring anywhere between 150 and 125, and that's a night in my opinion, because I view Jalen Johnson as I literally view Jalen Johnson as 25 per game, maybe more.
I agree with you, RJ.
I agree with you too, RJ.
If we can stay top 5 in pace, because we're gonna have to be. I'm gonna tell you like this right now, guys. We're gonna have to be a transition team.
Absolutely.
Okay. Because, and the reason I say that, especially on the defensive side, because of Okongwu, like we don't really have a shot blocker in the middle, so we're gonna need Dort. You're gonna need Dyson. We, in my opinion, I think we're gonna have to be a better, improved perimeter defensive team in order to get in that transition, because we don't have a legit shot blocker.
And I will say this.
Another question.
Let me respond real quick, RJ, before I forget. So I'm agreeing with RJ what he said, right, about the 115, 125, right? But what I want to also say, because of our team, I think we're gonna score in transition a lot, right? We're gonna make it hard for the other team to score. We're gonna be getting some kickouts and runouts and shooting damn layups. If more than last year, let me just say this, more than last year, right? And Damon already alluded to how we play. We want to everybody want to play fast anyway. So the combination with that playing like that, hey man, get the ball up in about 10, 15 seconds, play defense, get transition. I think that's a recipe for success, to be honest.
And guys, and here's another thing.
So the whole NBA.
Let me just say this real quick, Kool-Aid. Another thing that we're going to see a big difference with this team is that we're not going to be seeing a lot of stupid shots. How many times have we watched the game just last year? We watched the game. This not even counting my boy Young, but you just watched the game and you just like, damn, shouldn't have took that, man. You should have drove to the basket. I think with this particular team, you're going to see a lot more of like
ball movement.
How might say it's smart basketball, and then I might say it's smart basketball when you get into the paint, like, okay, I'm in the paint. This is my shot. I'm going to take my shot. I think we're going to see more of that. So I think you're going to see a little bit more offensive production from the guys that, maybe don't give you too much offense production. So, but go ahead.
So my thing is that the average NBA scores how many points in the game?
On average?
As team.
I would have to look that one up. I'm not sure.
What's that now?
He said on average, how many points does the average NBA team score? I would have to look that one up because I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I really don't care, to be honest with you. I worry about what we do.
Okay. I'm just going on. I'm just going on what y'all just said. You just said that we're going to score 125 points a game, and so we're going to hold the best team.
115.
Okay. We're gonna hold the best teams. The best team. We talking about the LeBron James, them, all the top teams. You know what you said, to 100 points.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
That's what
I
you
think
believe.
the Hawks can hold.
And so therefore,
Yeah.
we as a not a top offensive team, they don't play defense. So the other NBA teams don't play defense.
Well,
so the other NBA, so we're gonna be the number one. We're gonna be the number one NBA defensive team in NBA. We're gonna be number one.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would stake my money on it. I would.
And
Definitely
so
one of the best defensive teams in the league.
So we're gonna hold the Knicks, all the top 10. I'm gonna say the top 6 teams. Okay, I'm talking about when you're talking about. I'm talking about Eastern Conference and Western Conference.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna hold them to 100 points.
I think, man,
we can hold Boston to 100 points. We can hold Philadelphia to 100 points.
To me,
we can hold the Knicks to 100 points.
If you're asking me personally, I believe they can do it. I believe they can do it.
And in opposition, as a non-offensive team, we can score 125.
Oh, I definitely agree. And I don't think we're non-offensively.
And you know that's why I asked the question, because the average NBA team basically average 120. Good teams average 125 points. That's one of the best offensive teams. Those are the best offensive teams.
Yeah. And I think because even if you go back to last year, now some games were outliers. We get that. You're going to have to give credence to some games are going to just be knockoffs. We all understand that it's an 85 game season. Some games are going to be knockoffs, but I will agree. I can attest that I think the Hawks will be in a situation where they will outscore the opposition if their defense plays the way I think this defense is going to play. I believe they're going to even be able to hold a good team to 115.
I got another question.
Hey, yo, I'm finna roll, man. I got to go see my son down there in Austin, man. Hey, shout out. You finna get off foot?
I'll stay on for a few minutes. I got it.
Okay, well, Foot got it. Hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all stay up, man.
All right.
Peace.
So Kool-Aid, with my thought process, I believe the way the team is currently set up, I believe even if let's just take, because obviously the top team right now is probably Philly and New York. I believe with the defensive players that the Hawks have, counting Dyson, counting Dort, counting I believe Jalen Johnson's defense is going to take a step forward in the right direction. So Onyeka Okongwu's defense is good. That's 4 guys, starters, that are going to give you A+ defense. 4 guys, A+ defense, in my opinion. I believe the Hawks can play a team like Philly, play a team like New York, keep them at either at 115 or under 115, and we'll score. And we have enough offensive power to score that, at least that much, to win the game. I do believe. I'm really high on this defense, man. I'm really
I got you. So this basically the same team. Let me say this. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let y'all talk a little bit. So I got one more question. I'm just trying to get information. Just trying to get y'all point of view, man. Okay. So in game 5, what was the score against the Knicks and the Hawks in game 5?
That was, I know we were down by 50. I think it was like, I don't even think we hit 100. I think it was like 90, 97, 98 to like 100 and something. It was bad. It was bad.
What's your point, Kool-Aid?
Well, the point I'm making is that I don't see the opposition defense being so bad playing against a team that's not a superb offensive team for you to be putting up 125 points a game.
Okay, let me
the average elite team average, when a good shooting team, if it ain't no defense, if it ain't no offense, and it's just a good shooting team, they putting up 130.
Okay.
That's about average. I just don't see the Hawks. I have yet in history seen a defensive team.
I got it. Let me say this.
Put up 125 points a game.
What's the team averages and all this other stuff? What you're not talking about is matchups, right? The way we can match up with a lot of people now across the board is way better than last year. That's something that's not talked about, right? We had some deficiencies. Yeah, Landale back. We need that physical presence. Zuby, I like him, right? I like him.
And man, with Dyson and Dort 2 foot, you talking about two guys that could literally go out and take on two of the best players on the opposition's team.
You know what I said about Dyson last year, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Dyson is a game changer. That dude don't give no credit. And it's not about just him playing defense. It's how he affects the game. With his timely rebounding, people don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So
those hustle plays.
Yeah. Dyson affects the game in a lot of ways that people really don't talk. Dyson, this defensive guy. That's a good, yeah. And we can match up with a lot of people. And I love the bench. I don't think even when people shit on Corey Crispy, they shit on him all last year. I like him, right? I mean, what he does, he plays hard. He plays hard, and he's physical at the attack. But I think people look for these names too much, right? Looking for a name instead of. I look at New York. New York built them a team. Everybody on that team complement one another. The MVP of that finals he didn't get it. He should have got it. And Anunoby was the MVP.
Yeah.
Right? To me.
Yeah.
Right. But of course, this politics, Jaylen Brown's gonna get it. It's just what it is. It's just high.
And I think the Hawks have taken a blueprint from what the Knicks had. They said, hey, listen, every player in the NBA is gonna have weaknesses. Let's have guys on the roster that can cover up some of those weaknesses. And I think that's what the Hawks got.
Compliment each other.
Compliment each other. Exactly.
That's my whole.
Because we talked about, oh man, Jalen's defense was bad, and you might not have to worry about his defense.
But hey man, his defense wasn't bad. That's what people keep saying. His defense was bad when the damn boy defense was. See, I think with these players, people look for more out of them than what they're giving you, because they don't give you what you want. Then you talk down like, oh, offense, he can't do that. The dude was putting up numbers, right? So it's funny how folks argue about somebody else that put up numbers, right?
Yeah,
put up a lot of numbers, and everything's great.
LeBron all the time.
JD Johnson, bro, come on, bro, come on. How do you affect the game? That's what I look at.
Right,
it's not about numbers.
Yeah, but I'm convinced, man. I truly do believe that the Hawks are probably. Don't quote me on this. I wouldn't bet on it, but I will say this: I do believe the Hawks probably gonna have a number one defense this year, though. I believe the Hawks gonna have a number one defense this year, and I think
our offense was top last year too. Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it was. It was a top.
I just think that Game 5 was an exposure to the Atlanta Hawks by the New York Knicks.
I mean,
that's what I think.
But if you look at it in that way, I would say every team got exposed playing the New York Knicks. You saw how when Cleveland played them, you saw Cleveland was just too top heavy. They didn't have no bench to combat the Knicks, and that's a lot of reason why Cleveland failed. And it was the same thing even when they were playing the San Antonio Spurs in the championship.
Yep.
But
San Antonio was up by like 20 points at one point, but the bench couldn't keep it going.
This is why I keep talking about this damn super. Oh, we need this one guy making all this money. No, get a bunch of complimentary players. Like, hey, hold on real quick. The year before, Indiana, OKC.
Right.
They were, and I talked about that, how they fit well together. Right.
Yeah.
But go ahead. All right.
So the one thing that I wanted to say was when I look at the team in its whole, not only are the guys complimenting each other, don't discount the effect of having a bunch of defensive guys on the roster. That does make everybody else play better defense.
Exactly.
But the thing that I want to talk about, everybody's kind of worried about the scoring. Bro, the way I look at it, it's the NBA, bro. All these dudes can score. All of them. So, I mean, how many times did we watch the Hawks play and we see a dude come out of nowhere and we like, who the hell is this dude dropping 30, 40 points?
Can I interrupt you for a minute? Because somebody was said.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you said that, because for some reason they think these dudes ain't professional, right?
Right.
They need to understand by the time they get in the NBA, they're playing. Well, every basketball team play roles. You playing the role. Pat Bell, he was a #1 scorer in Chicago high school.
Right.
That's Chicago high school. The boys dude averaged almost 40 points. But he told him, I was here to do a role for what they need me to do. That's just how the NBA is. Everybody, where does dude come from? Like you said, these are professionals. Everybody who out there can score. Everybody who out there probably put up 1,000 points. Well, most of 1,000 points in high school. They can score. But when you get here, do your role.
That's
it's
it.
Just simple as that.
And so, and that's why I say too, Kool-Aid. I think and that's why I was telling her earlier, don't pay attention to the name.
So
I'm not claiming a championship or nothing like that. I wouldn't go that far. But I think the team will be a lot better than what a lot of us are expecting them to be. And I'm telling you, I put money on it. The Hawks will have more wins than they did last year. I'm putting money on it, man.
Well, when I look at it, man, and I'm looking at it from a physics concept and everything, man, it don't add up. The scale do not balance. So the scale goes down to the bottom when you put too much weight on one side of the scale. That's science.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think it's too much weight on one side? I guess I don't see that.
Because you got a dominant. Y'all sit here and built a defensive team with a bunch of defensive players that is. I mean, you got. Don't tell me. Don't get me wrong. Now, you got a few players on the team like CJ McCollum that can put up some points.
Yeah.
You got Northern put up some points, and you got also JJ that can put up some points. But the opposition also have defensive players that is just as good as your defensive players. Okay, and really the good team.
I can't agree with that.
The really good team even more so. Okay, even a good team. Okay, Josh, let me tell you, put like this. Josh himself with the Knicks is better than Dyson Daniel.
Defensively?
Defensively.
Who?
Wow.
Let me tell you why. Because Josh, defensively, you put him on. Let me tell you. I'm just going to take the Hawks game itself. CJ McCollum. Okay, first Josh was put on JJ, our NBA All-Star player. He was basically shut down. CJ McCollum hunted Brunson because Brunson is now the defensive basketball player. He's an offensive basketball player. He got hunted, and CJ bragged about it. So they switched and put Josh on our scorer and shut him down. Now,
who's our scorer?
Well, CJ.
Oh.
CJ is our point go getter. He's the one who actually went and said he hunted Brunson down and scored them points and bragging about what he was doing. Okay.
Okay.
Now let me finish. Let me finish. And so then with Dyson Daniel, our defensive player, he did not stop Brunson, bro. I just hate to say it. He did not stop Brunson, man.
Can I say something real quick?
It's just simple as that. When we needed him to do his defensive job, or whoever we switch him on, he wasn't. Let me tell you, he wasn't going to stop Cat. He wasn't stopping Brunson. You got my point.
So let me say this. So you talking about somebody stopping somebody, right? What I said earlier in the conversation about team defense, right? So in the NBA, you got a lot of picks and switching, right? That's the name of the game. right? A lot of picks and switching and movement, right? So you talking about somebody not stopping something, they getting chipped and everything else, right? This is why, as a team, the team defense has to be better, right? And you talking about particularly JJ being stopped. At the same time, you got to have the offenses fitting together as well, right? We use something to come back. So that's why I talk about our bench being better. We should be able to play most of all our guys, when we want, how we want,
and not miss a beat offensively.
Yeah.
Defensively.
What's up, Austin?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Man, can't call it good seeing, bro.
What's happening,
before I put in my other thought. Go ahead, Austin.
Go ahead, Kool-Aid. Okay.
Go ahead, Austin.
Austin, go ahead before I put in my next thought.
Okay. All right.
This is the thing. For me, I think it's two different things. It's how many wins will we have in the regular season? That's one category. Then the other category is how will we play against winning teams? To me, those are two totally different things. Like, I think right now, they're going to put out 80 games. I have us at 42 wins. Like, I think we should be able to win more than that. But the question is, how much will we be able to win against winning teams? I doubt that we're going to be able to be too successful, because defensively we're great in the backcourt, but in the interior we're terrible right now. And I don't trust Quinn long term to give our two best interior defenders that much minutes. That's in Moji, and we hope Zuby could become that guy.
Moji hurt.
Okay, so let me say this.
So that's what I'm saying. Right now, out of our top four bigs right now, who do you trust defensively?
I go.
Let me say this.
Oh,
go ahead. Let me say this before you say that, RJ. RJ, let me say this before you answer that question. Let me say this right quick.
From power forward to center. That's what I'm saying.
So let me say this before you say that, OJ. I'm going to answer this question. I'm just going to say one thing. ISO Joe. ISO. You know what that means? That means you don't get no team defense. That's on-ball defense with the best player, because they're going to take the best player, put them in the ISO. Go ahead, RJ. Answer that question with that, what I just said, with that mindset.
I believe Onyeka Okongwu is underrated defensively. I believe we as a fan base grossly underestimate how well he plays defensively. Now, granted, when he plays bigger guys, of course, size wins. But defensively, Onyeka needs to get a little bit more credit defensively. Now, this is going to be my dark horse defensively. I believe Asa Newell is going to take a step forward, not at center, but power forward position. And I believe Asa is going to provide some really good defense, especially with Mo being out. With Mo being out, we're going to see more Asa Newell, and I think Asa Newell is going to be better defensively than what we're giving him credit for. And Jock Landale, I mean, dude is a dog, man. I like Jock. I know a lot of us like Jock. Here's my thing with Jock, though. He is better offensively than he is defensively. However, I like the dog mentality. I like the no quit mentality. I ain't going to be putting up with no BS mentality. And I think that's something that's been missing from the Hawks mental, not just from the center position. I mean, the Hawks as a franchise, that just no nonsense. We're not going to be putting up. Do y'all remember, what's my guy's name? Snail, that was with us. And remember when dude tried to punk Trae Young on the sideline? He snatched him up. This team has that type of mentality. Because Lou Dort, let me explain. I've watched Oklahoma City because I like OKC too. They're not my team. Lou Dort is a fucking dog, man. Lou Dort ain't gonna be putting up with none of that nonsense on the court.
RJ,
go ahead.
You just brought up something though.
Yeah,
that's the difference. Lou Dort did that in OKC.
Mm-hmm.
The whistle in OKC, and we know this. The whistle you get in OKC compared to the whistle you get playing defense in State Farm Arena, 41 games a year, is two different whistles.
I will give you that.
But the difference is though, Austin, that mentality.
Yeah, the mentality.
Right? I'm not even worried about the whistle, right? We know that's not going to affect it greatly. Like
you really believe that?
I understand what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. Right,
Because
but go ahead.
Lou Dort got away with about 3 fouls a game.
Yeah, he did.
He got away with at least 3 fouls a game.
He did. But
Yeah.
I will say this though, the mentality though, because I think you know what? I wish John was up here, because one thing John always talk about, he always says, man, where my guys at?
With the 2x4,
hit him with a 2x4 upside his head, and then spit on him and walk away. You got them guys on this roster.
Let me tell you this though, RJ, what you just said. You mentioned a guy, Tony Snell, right?
Right.
And you almost put him with Lou Dort, right? You came up with Lou Dort right behind mentioning Tony Snell, correct?
Right.
The difference between those two, Tony Snell was a knockdown shooter.
He was.
So now you balance the scale.
Well, I'm saying just the mentality.
You understand what I'm saying? My point.
Yeah,
that's the point I'm making. We keep going to that defense. I like New York and his defense and everything. Okay, but Lou Dort hit wide. He pretty decent on him wide open shots. But we got to understand the opposition got defense too. There's two sides to a coin, and there's a positive and a negative to the magnet. So I mean, the opposition has an offense and a defense.
Yeah.
And how much defense do you think it takes to stop Lou Dort from scoring? How much defense it takes for a person to defend Dyson from scoring? How much defense do you think it takes to stop Jalen Johnson from scoring? How much defense do you think it takes Landale from scoring? How much do you think it takes? I'm saying when you defending them. Now it's okay when you see Double O shooting a wide open 3.
Right.
But when you have a guy who can get out on that perimeter and defend that, how much do it take to stop him from making that push?
There's not a lot of guys in the NBA.
Let me say it like this. And then you look at the reason why they get left out there on the perimeter to shoot wide open is because most teams and most coaches are going to be expecting them to miss how many percentage of their shots?
Listen,
that's a defense, and that's a defense within itself.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get
so
you.
That's what I'm trying to say. The defense concept on this team is not adding up to wins because the scale hits the bottom of the desk.
But see, here's the thing
that's what I'm saying is you got this little amount of offense and you got all this defense, and the scale is not balanced. It's not balanced. Even with team defense, you know why you need. I'm gonna tell you why you need team defense. Let me tell you, and you're a coach. The reason you need team defense because you don't have enough on-ball defenders on your team. On-ball defenders. Listen to what I'm trying to say. Listen to what I'm saying. Because on-ball defender can be put on one player without the help of the other players and trend down 5 points off that other player shooting, no matter how good he is. It's just like Ron Harper. You take Ron Harper, you put him on the best player. That's on-ball defense. There was no team defense in that at all. It was on ball.
That was different time. Kool-Aid.
Hey, Kool-Aid, let me
I'm just saying, but I'm just putting a point out there. Josh, I'm gonna go back to Josh then. Josh, on-ball defense is one-on-one. It's not team defense.
No, it's team defense.
So Kool-Aid, let me add that real quick. Also, no, that's not true, Kool-Aid. See what you can do. You can scheme a guy open in this game of basketball. You can scheme a guy open, right? So you're gonna have your better defenders that can kind of get up on it, that don't go up on the pitch, get on top of the pitch, and gonna stick with them. They can slow them down. But you can scheme somebody else. That's why you have that team. That back end need to be talking. Where's that pick coming from, right? I'm not gonna let my guy get picked, right? I'm gonna get in the way. It's a lot. So when you talk about team defense, it's not just that guy one-on-one. One-on-one in space is different than one-on-one in the ball moving, the people moving. So again, you have to have the same dudes with IQ that understand what's going on. That know what to do.
I don't know if you mentioned it earlier, but one of the things you always talk about is communication on defense.
Exactly.
That's one of the things that the Hawks have lacked really through the past, we'll say 7-8 years, is that
But we still got the same front court that don't communicate on defense.
But it will be different because I think the acquisition of Lou Dort will make that change. I think Lou Dort will make that change.
RJ, the difference is though for me is majority of the time the communication on defense happened at the post from the power forward and the center position. Right. They naturally see the court more. So it's going to be hard for Lou Dort and Dice. It's be hard for them to be the ones communicating if they're at the top of the key. So from the top of the key, you can't see everything that's going on. So it's going to be hard.
You're correct. That backside guy got to do the most communication.
Right.
But
so that's going to double O.
They have to communicate with each other as well. But you're right what you're saying. The double O, the forward, the pop, the center. Right. They got to do most of the talk.
And that's and to me, and that's where the ceiling comes for me, especially against winning teams, is until double O and JJ, one of them two, take that step defensively.
We don't
because double O is a good defender for a center on switching and stuff like that. But I'm saying on the post when you're doing that dirty work stuff that doesn't show up in the box scores, and you really don't even get a contract for it. You just do it because that's what you was taught to do. Yeah. Until that changes, our team defense is going to have a ceiling even with that.
I agree with that. I will agree with that. You are right. It does rely on the power forward and the center position to take care of that. But like I say, man, some just really telling me, man, I think a lot of the guys that a lot of people are not expecting to take that step, I just believe they will, man. I really do. I think Jalen Johnson is really going to solidify himself this year. He did it a little bit last year, but I think Jalen is really going to solidify himself as probably one of the best players best young players in the league, man. I really do. And
if I can add, I can add to that, one thing that's not been talked about either is this team like each other.
They do,
right? They are going out. You can more than they're hanging now. They weren't hanging before. Yeah, they're hanging together. They're having fun together. That's going to translate to better work on the court. Because I'm gonna just be honest, we see all them exit interviews over the years, right? We talked about it up here when we talk Hawks.
Yeah,
right. It's a different mentality. Go ahead, Austin.
Just one question. They hanging with each other. They liking each other when there's no expectations. When there's no pressure.
Yeah. But
when you come in there with an expectation and wait. We got to win 48. We got to win 49. We got to see how that's going to. You see what I'm saying? Like now we know without mentioning anybody's name, we know CJ. He's a great locker room guy. I mean, that's how he became the president. He's a great locker room guy. So he's gonna have that. But when JJ stepping at, we don't know. You see what I'm saying? Like when JJ start getting the blame, we don't know how he's going to react. To be honest, and especially he getting the blame, but he thinking in his mind we don't have no talent or blah blah. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, or even Nah was a Cinderella story last year. Now it's expected.
Well, I would say this even with Nah though. It really was just opportunity for him though.
Yes.
This was the first team that actually did, and then with Trae Young going down, I mean, he took his opportunity and he ran with it. But I think for Jalen, man, I don't know, man. I just believe this kid can really be something special, man. I know a lot of people were down on him after the New York Knicks series.
I mean, but that happens first playoffs here.
Yeah.
So I think JJ is not the problem. Man. Is my bad. Jay, go ahead.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I believe Jalen Johnson can be special, man. I think he's going to be special. Like, that was Jokic numbers he was putting up last year, man. You don't just that just don't happen.
RJ, you've been up here Kool-Aid too.
Yeah.
What I've been saying about JJ for the last, I don't know how many damn years.
You said that all Jalen Johnson has to do. You said he had to stay healthy. And then the next thing was putting in the work in the offseason. And he's been doing that.
So what? Yeah. And now one thing I also talked about, I've been watching this kid since he was in 10th grade on circuit, right?
Right.
What he's doing now is what he was doing on circuit.
Right.
Exactly what he's doing. So the NBA, he need to catch up with the NBA game. That's why I said when people go, oh, he did, let the man, let the man work on his stuff. He worked on his craft, right? Now the damn numbers he put up now is the shit he was doing in 10th, 11th grade, and 12th grade.
Man,
playing exactly like this. So and people are jumping on him because of his personality. His personality is not like a rah-rah guy, look at me type guy. Right? It's not. So I think people expecting him like you clown him. Oh well, he the number one player. He's supposed to be the guy. See, people put these players into these roles that they're not in actuality. In all actuality, he's not a guy. Give him the ball, everybody get out of the way. That's not his game. He's methodical in what he does, and he's starting to be a little bit more forceful because he's athletic as hell, right? And I said the same thing when he came in as I said about Kaminga, and that's why I said JJ need to work to get to this level because again, this is what you're seeing now. I saw this shit how years 6-7 years ago, 8 years, whatever. So now you starting to see, and like you said, he ain't even reached the ceiling yet.
Yeah.
When he started just going and just, man, get out my way. If he does that, but he's playing exactly like I've seen him play when he was young, when he was on the circuit. He's the same. He brought the ball up the floor. He was the point forward. He distributed. He set people up. He dunked on folks. And he played defense. So,
and if I can say this, man, I want to say this about Dort, man. I believe Dort's offensive game is going to be a lot better than what we think it is. And let me explain why. When he was in OKC, I believe offensively he had to take a step back because usage, and his usage went down.
Same thing with Nah.
This will be Dort, and let me tell you something. Don't underestimate somebody that's wanting another contract either, because Dort gonna be out there. He gonna be out there playing for another big deal. Dude is what? How old is Dort? 27, 26, something like that.
I'm not sure.
He's about 20. I think he's about 27. So when I look at Dort, I think his offensive game is going to be a lot better than we expected. Now, am I saying he's going to be scoring?
Yeah, he's 27.
Maybe not, but I do think Dort could be anywhere between 16 and 17 a night.
But see, and I guess to me, that's the thing where to me it goes back to regular season versus winning team.
Right.
Regular season, it's not too many NBA players that can't get buckets regular season.
True.
Like any random Tuesday night and you got Brooklyn Nets in town. Mm-hmm. It's not too many guards that can't go out there and get you 16 points. If they get the amount of field goals attempts or the usage that they need.
Yeah.
But it's when you get against those winning teams and basically you playing on playoff basketball games that happen during the regular season. Mm-hmm. To me, that's what I'm judging this season by.
And like I said, and Austin, with that being said, that one's tough because you can't really say it until we see it.
Right.
What I mean? That's tough.
I agree. And to be honest, I'm gonna be honest. That's what I'm judging Quinn by.
Yeah.
That's what I'm judging Quinn by the most.
I can respect that. Yeah.
And I'm saying that because every coach they do young players however they want to do young players or whatever. But if you saying you're gonna do the vets and then we get in those games that are vets games, mm-hmm. and you don't deliver in those vets games,
right?
It's no other excuse now.
Yeah, that's tough.
Especially in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So y'all. It's just like, let me say this.
Go ahead, Colette.
I just like y'all couldn't see us winning and stuff with Trae Young and all that kind of stuff and getting to a championship. I just can't. I just don't see this team because I saw. Let me tell you. Let me just say this. I saw the concept of building around Trae was a way to lead us to a championship, and a lot of people didn't see that, and that's fine. Okay. But now I'm on the other end, and I don't see what y'all seeing with this team and the development and the players. It's just not adding up to me. It's not. And what I be looking at are the history of championships, the putting together of bench players. So y'all keep looking at. I hear you when you say, "Oh, wait, the Knicks did it," but the Knicks actually went and put together. This is what I'm saying. They put together top 5 picks. I think Cat is a number 1 pick, right?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. And then Jalen Brunson, what was he? What pick was he?
Oh, he was the top.
He was like 12. He wasn't even in the top.
He was like 12.
Yeah.
And then his boy, he was picked pretty high too. The one who what his name? The one who came from Suns. Who was playing Bridges.
10th pick.
Yeah. So and but Cat being that number 1 pick, and then one thing that I saw that they also did was that they went and got a real good coach from up under a championship organization that also was part of that when Golden State got to the championship, he was the fill-in coach until coach got well enough to come in and finish off the season. So I'm looking at, and when I be talking about adding ingredients and putting the right stuff together, that team that you saying that they milked together, they was not a bunch of bench players. The starting 5 was not bench players. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So Jay, you get what I'm saying? The starting 5, the starting five. When you look at the starting 5, they was not. They was not.
You're absolutely correct, right? But what I talked about earlier, right? Yeah, they had opportunity because they have assets. They had assets, right? And if you look at it, they didn't go over by. They didn't just go get a name.
Yes, the Knicks did.
No, I'm talking about like a name, right? Who they got Cat. Okay, cool. Cat solid, right? Cat is solid, right? Cat fit what they doing because Cat didn't fit what we're doing in Minnesota, right? So you got a solid player that fit what they're doing. You look at all the players, the way they built that team, like people they built around Jaden. No, they built a bunch of guys that fit well together.
Yeah.
Right. Because that team was a bunch of like 4 or 5 guys played well. And I think this alluded to Kool-Aid's point were how they was picked. Yeah, whatever. I mean, that's all well and fine. But the main thing that people got to understand, you got to build a team that fit well. You can have so-called 2 superstars. Y'all know I use that word. 3 superstars.
You gotta be able to fit.
They don't win it. You keep seeing
that what the majority says, Foot. That what the majority says.
No, I get it. And you got all these guys going, let me get this guy. Let me get this guy. They get these guys, never win. They don't win no championship. Then 2 years they trade these so-called superstars. So that's why I'm not of the hey, we don't need to just be going and get the guys with all this salary, 60 million, this, and we still ain't finished building the other pieces. You get him, you gonna get the other pieces.
But Jalen Brunson put that team. But Jalen Brunson put that team together. He even gave up money to put that team together.
Yeah,
he took his 2 boys that he won championship with.
Let me find this. Yeah, I said we don't need Cat. Absolutely, I did because he did not fit what we doing. So yes, I did say we don't need Cat. Cat fit what New York did.
No,
he fit
man
with what they doing.
JJ and Cat together,
huh?
If you had Jalen and Cat together, do you understand what you could do and the problems you could cause with Jalen and Cat together?
We need a solid big, right? Yeah,
we don't have a solid big.
The problem I saw with Cat and what Cat was doing, Cat need to be more physical, be his ass down on the post a little bit more. See, you got Anunoby. You got other dudes.
Double O couldn't handle them.
Hey, but let's be clear. This was the most physical Cat has played. The playoff. That was the most physical.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Don't forget, 2 years ago, they just went to the Western Conference Finals in the West.
I get it.
No,
Like,
he's talking
he
about how
was
he
playing.
played. Because
Yeah, I'm saying he
when
was
they
playing
I'm
went
just talking about his play.
played
I'm just
soft.
talking about his play.
He played
This
soft.
year, this playoff series, this was probably the most physical he's ever been. So it's not like because what Cat
And we still got double O. So what I'm saying is Cat is more physical than double O. Like,
I mean, I don't
and
know.
he
I would
rebounds
probably
better.
say they're about the same.
And he rebounds better.
Cat finesse guy. He's still
And
finesse.
double O is too. That's what I'm saying. It's like we get it right now. We got Walmart brand Cat in double O.
Damn,
We
not
got a store
Walmart.
brand.
So
We got
Cat
store
had
brand.
Cat.
Great value.
When Cat was check this out. When Cat was over in Minnesota, he had to go up against the best, man. He went up against Jokic. And they defeated them several times to get to the finals, man.
Right.
And don't
Okay.
forget, man,
So it ain't like Cat went up against the best along with your boy to get to the finals, man. How many times Minnesota competed to get to that finals? Either though they were knocked out and then get to the championship. Okay.
Right.
And then they had to play in the finals. They lost. They had to play in the finals against, if I'm not mistaken, against Jokic, and took them 7 games. Did that not happen?
No, that didn't happen.
What was that?
I think
Minnesota lost in the finals again when the Jokic still went to the championship.
No, Minnesota lost to
Was that not a Minnesota? Was that not a Minnesota?
Timberwolves lost to the Dallas Mavericks.
They lost to the Dallas Mavericks before. Yeah,
okay.
They didn't make it.
They didn't make it. They didn't make it.
That's a bad.
Okay, I was trying to figure out.
I'm glad you brought that up because remember that was one of the things people kept saying about Cat in that series. He wasn't physical enough. They needed him to be physical, and he wasn't.
No, that wasn't the problem against the Mavs.
I'm just during the playoff run. During the playoff run, everybody kept saying that he just wasn't physical enough. That's what the pundits were saying.
Let me add something real quick to that. What Cat when Cat went to the post and started being physical, they won. When he took his ass back outside, they lost. Simply, that's why I didn't want.
Started relying on the three.
I need you to take. It's about taking what the defense give you. If they're gonna play you like that, go down to the post.
Foot. I hear what you're saying, but if a GM, if I'm a head coach and the GM walk out there and say you got Jalen Johnson and Cat, figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't care what you're saying.
So in high school and college, you can figure it out.
In the NBA, you can figure it out.
In the pro, you can't figure out. You got all this other ancillary stuff you got to deal with.
So think about it. If you got Jalen and Cat, and then you bring out somebody like OG or somebody that we hope that Zuby becomes, that front court together won't work out.
If you got Jalen and who?
If you got Jalen, Cat, and you got somebody like Zuby or OG or Nobly, you gonna tell me that front court wouldn't work?
Okay, so you talking something different. I'm talking about what we had.
But at the time, because I remember a lot of people wanted Cat, and a lot of people like, nah.
No, I was one of them said no.
That's the point I'm making. Is like when you at that moment, we weren't even close to a championship. So when you're not close to a championship, you just trying to acquire talent. You're not saying what we fit, because right now we finna tell all of this guys anyway.
This is what I said. Honestly, if you can remember, I said based off how our roster was, I'm not bringing all this damn salary. I think he was up for. I'm not bringing up all the salary for this one dude. With we ain't had no access to go get nothing else or to do nothing else with. So that's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Kool-Aid.
Okay, so my point, and I'm looking at history, man. Will y'all please look at history?
I don't look at history.
Okay, now listen to what I'm saying. Y'all know why Bill Russell is not considered with 10 championships to GOAT. Why y'all think he's not a GOAT with 10 championships? Because of the surrounding. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna answer my own question. Because of the stars on that Boston team that he played with. That's why.
And he
didn't do it all by it wasn't trash that he was playing with. Okay? That's why. And then in the concept which y'all saying, it debunks itself on all the championship teams. Because every time you talk about championship teams, you always calling out 2 players that been Don't go with me about this superstar all-star. I'm gonna say good players, number one pick, top players. Okay, I ain't trying to go into that superstar bull crap with you on that. But we talking about top draft pick players, top draft pick, top 5,
top players
that were teamed up together. What y'all say we don't need to. I'm looking at this in the chat and all that. What y'all say don't need to win a championship, and y'all can't tell me. Okay, y'all keep saying that's the kind of team y'all trying to put together when you talking about not putting together.
I'm gonna go back 2 years ago.
Listen, man. Y'all is talking about not
OKC.
Listen,
that's all.
No, you go. I'm talking about history majority. I ain't talking about no phenomenon of OKC and and then they did draft top picks. OKC drafted top picks. Okay, you can't tell me those were not top picks. Were they not top picks with OKC?
Yeah, those top picks.
Okay, they top 5. They were top picks. So you took another top player from another team who were part of a top pick. Okay, and you put him with top number 1 picks. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that kind of stuff. And then when you talk about as over the history of all time, majority of all the championships, it was always paired with stars. And nobody can tell me when they added Kevin Durant to the Golden State Warriors, everybody said, "Oh Lord, that's gonna be over." And it was over until he got hurt.
But
because they call you know what? Cause get what Curry had enough sense to do. Oh, we can't beat another star because we lost to another star player, right? LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, number 1 draft pick, right? Paired with LeBron James, what they do? They went to championships.
For every team. Hold on though. But for every team that had 2 stars that won a championship, I can show you a bunch of teams that had 2 stars or 3 stars and lost the championship.
Exactly.
That's fine, but that's fine. But it's still added up. But the 2 teams that had the championship, the star players got championship. You know why the other teams? You know why the other teams who had stars who didn't get to the championship? Okay, you take for instance like New York Knicks, for instance, during the LeBron, during the Michael Jordan era. They had all stars, and LeBron and Michael Jordan had stars, right?
What the hell? No.
They couldn't get. It was 1 star. No. It was 1. Listen to what I'm saying.
You tell me the Knicks didn't have stars?
Patrick Ewing.
Larry Johnson.
You know what the problem was? You know the problem with the New York Knicks and Patrick Ewing. He couldn't get past another all-star, Michael Jordan, and his group of players. And it came down to, and then Michael Jordan had one of the best coaches in basketball. That was the difference.
Well, also he couldn't get past Hakeem either.
He couldn't get. Oh yeah, cause then he couldn't get past Hakeem. Because then Hakeem and who Hakeem had?
Hakeem and Clyde.
Look who Hakeem had playing with him.
Clyde Drexler.
Look at exactly.
Clyde.
Okay.
And who else?
Kenny.
Robert Horry.
Who else?
Robert Horry. Exactly. Come on, man.
Vernon Maxwell, you want me to keep going? I mean,
but here's the thing, though, guys.
Kool-Aid, this is why I talk about role players. Everybody fit well together, right?
Role number 1, role all-star. Every all-star that could come.
That's fine.
Go ahead.
Foot, this is what it's like. You saying like you need everything to fit together, and that's fine. That's fine. But if you're gonna get a race car, you still gonna need a great engine. And you're gonna need some great tires on that thing.
Please, no. Stop. Y'all gotta stop.
No, because this thing, this
stop, please.
This is different. Because you saying, and Kool-Aid is right about this. The Knicks, they built the team with players they outbidded everybody else for. We, with the exception of we got players right now, really, we got players that just got cast off. And like RJ said, yeah, some of them, they maximized the opportunity because they didn't get the opportunity. Like Dyson wasn't playing and wasn't getting shots. But for the most part, we got cast offs. The Knicks, that's why it's not even good to compare the way the Atlanta Hawks building to the Knicks, because the Knicks gave out so many draft picks to build that roster that they got.
But Austin, that's why I said, I don't know if you listened earlier. That's why I said they had assets to do that. We didn't have no assets. We just not getting back to having assets, right? So they had the ability to do that.
They also developed their assets.
Huh?
They also developed their assets.
Okay, who the Knicks draft? They draft Brunson?
No.
They draft Cat?
No, I'm saying they developed the assets to go and get those players.
The assets developed themselves. Man, development is 90% on the player, bro. See, what y'all got to understand with the CBA, they don't have that much time to work on shit like they want to. It's the player's responsibility to, you help them out developing in the system or the scheme or whatever, but most of the development happens, the assistant coach is going to tell them what they need to be working on. They're going to work on them sometime in practice. But during the season, you don't have that much time. Off season, you really can't work with it. So you got to go off season and work on your shit. So development is on the players.
Not all the way. Because you can develop all
90%. That's why I said 90% of development's on players.
I mean, the players still got to show up. Yeah, I agree with that part. Okay. I'm not gonna say 90%, maybe about like 60-70%, because it's still gonna come down to opportunity too.
Absolutely, and that's one thing.
In the way you get used,
you can be a game buster but go somewhere else and just ball out. They talking about why did they trade him, bro?
But see,
the contract's an opportunity.
But see, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is right now, I don't see the Hawks in the part of the equation to win a championship. I don't see the Hawks in the part of the championship where, especially without making some crazy move where you just sell the future.
Let me say this. I think this team is well balanced.
For what?
In the game of basketball, for me, right? When you have a balanced team like that, anything can happen. That's just me. That's just how. If I had a balanced team,
if I may,
let me finish real quick, RJ.
Yeah.
Let me finish. So for me, as I coach, if I had a balanced team, I'm gonna win some damn game because I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna outcoach that other dude with that.
But will you win playoff series?
Huh?
But will you win playoff series? That's
I'm gonna win trophies. I got some over here. I'm gonna win trophies.
This team was not balanced.
Let me finish, Kool-Aid. I'm gonna win trophies with less talent, but with more complementary players that can do stuff.
No disrespect, and I agree with that. But we know tournament and series are two different things.
That's what
NBA is different things.
Okay.
Series, you got to be the team more than just once.
For me, bragging play is tournament for me.
NBA and high school foot and middle school and all that stuff are two different things, bro.
But here's the thing, man.
You are talking about the best athlete and best basketball player in the world, bro. And we talking about, and you talking about your high school coaching and your middle school coaching or whatever you coach is nothing compared to NBA. Now we talking about winning championship. It ain't compared to NBA. And you got a chance to go get one of the best players in the world to be on your team. No, when you got a chance to have one of the best players on your team, Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, all them players, you keep naming them, and them players is winning championship. You cannot tell me that you're going to take a bunch of little people. They do not happen in pro basketball. It don't even happen. That don't happen in pro basketball.
All right, come on, RJ. God damn, I don't want to be like that.
Listen, man, nobody's saying talent is not important. I think we can all agree having talent on any roster is important. But the thing that people got to stop doing, you can't jump the front of the line, bro. In order to build this championship thing, we got to go through the process, man. You can't just pull a Jalen Brunson or pull a Jalen Brown into your organization and say, go win a championship, bro. You got it's steps to it, man. It has always been steps to it. For example, even when New York won the championship this year, they still had to build that team. They still had to gel together. Guys still had to learn each other. They didn't just put the team together and just say, go win a championship, bro. LeBron had to learn that when he went to Miami. They put all them guys together. They didn't win the championship their first year. What they had to do, come back next year. Guys, we can't sit back and think we can jump the head of the line. We gotta go through the damn process, man. Oklahoma City, they had to go to the process, man. You gotta go through the process, man. That's all I'm saying. We gotta go.
Sometimes the process works. Sometimes it don't.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. But my thing is, and that's why I say I go back to the playoffs. I'm definitely not looking at this roster saying, hey, let's jump into the front of the line with this. But what I'm saying is, if we can't win, Joe Johnson and Mike Wilson was winning playoff series.
Yeah.
Larry Drew was winning playoff series.
They were.
You get like
I get what
right
you're
now.
saying.
I'm talking about playoff series, at least winning playoff series.
Right.
If you're not doing that, in my opinion, if you're not doing that, you may as well, you may as well develop assets so you can be able to go. Because right now, the way I look at
I agree with you. I agree with you.
The way I look at the roster right now, we lowered our ceiling, but we did raise our floor.
Let's see. See, the thing is, guys.
Explain that.
Y'all,
Explain that.
Okay, by raising our floor but lowering our ceiling, that means pretty much I see us in the 40 wins. I don't see us breaking and going 55 and 56. Like we don't. To me, right now, I don't see like top-notch talent that I really. Besides Kingston, I really don't see any other future All-Stars on the roster like that. You know what I'm saying? Besides Jalen. Now, don't get me wrong. Jalen, he's the king of his future. He can do whatever he want if he want. Like but the rest of them. So that's what I'm saying. We lowered our floor, but at the same time, because of what we did on the bench, we got more professionals on the bench where it's going to be, you won't have as many valleys as you normally would have. But you're still not going to have that sky's the limit, in my opinion.
let me say this. Bringing up LeBron again. LeBron was drafted to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Drafted to Cleveland, correct? When he went to Cleveland, he was playing with a bunch of what? Role players.
Hey, Kool-Aid, I'm sorry, man. Kool-Aid, can you just take your finger down?
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. Okay, he was playing with a bunch of role players. Am I right?
He was.
Okay, he got to a championship. He got to the finals, right? Them role players in Cleveland, did he not?
He did.
Well, he had one All-Star. But
Wait. No, who was the All-Star? Who was the All-Star in his first year with Cleveland as a rookie?
Not as a rookie. Not as a rookie. I thought you were talking about when you said
as a rookie. I'm talking about as a rookie. I ain't talking about. I'm talking about as a rookie. As a rookie, he was drafted by Cleveland, and they end up going to the finals. Am I right?
No, he didn't go to the finals as a rookie. No, he went to the playoffs. No, he didn't go to the finals. No,
he did not get to the finals.
No.
When he go to the finals first?
To like his
06
year. Was it 6? Yeah.
06.
Yeah, but I'm saying he got there. But he got there before he left to go to Miami, right?
Yeah, in like 06. But he had
right. 06. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Before he left, that's what I'm saying. He got to a finals as a drafted player with role players before he left to go to Miami. That's what I'm saying.
Come on, he didn't have track. He didn't have
okay.
Everybody's a role player.
But he didn't. No. Listen what I'm saying, guy. He had a bunch of role players. I ain't say they were all trash. I said they were role players. And they end up going. They play. No. Listen. And they end up going to play against. They played against San Antonio,
a team with 3
and they got
Hall of Fames. 3
Hall of Fame.
Well, 4 kind of pop.
Okay, so see, that's what my point. Listen. And LeBron James learned from that. Let me tell you why I say LeBron
don't try
James.
This alone again.
No. Listen. So he learned from that because he went and played against them Hall of Famers, right? And he lost.
They won Hall
he found out that he could not. No. He found out that he just could not win with just basic role players. Okay, that's what he learned, and so he decided to leave Cleveland and go play with a guy who was more than just a role player, and he also brought another top-notch guy with him over there to try to win 5 championships. And he ran against duels again.
But that wasn't why he lost Cleveland, but yeah.
Okay. But a point I'm making is that I have to follow LeBron James on this concept with y'all, is what you're saying, is that LeBron James has figured out how to go and play with star players to win championships. He take himself as being one of the best NBA players of all time, and he got enough sense to know that he cannot win with a bunch of role players. He have to go and play with another good player. And when he won his last championship, he played with AD. He played with one of the best point guard, Rondo, who had won a championship. He played with Dwight Howard, another top 10 draft pick. Okay. So he knew to surround himself with more than just bench role players to win a championship.
Kool-Aid, I'm gonna tell you this.
And I'm talking, let me say that before you say that.
But what's the point,
and y'all keep saying playoffs. Y'all keep saying playoffs. I'm not talking playoffs anymore. I'm talking championships.
Kool-Aid. All right, listen. I want a championship, but at the same time, I do understand is normally it only happened on Disney. Like somebody wrote a script where you go from not winning a playoff series at all to winning a ring in the very next year. Like that doesn't happen unless you the Spurs and your franchise center and David Robinson get hurt and you get the number 1 pick. That normally doesn't happen. It is going to be some kind of a process. It is going to be, and that's what I'm saying is, can you at least, and that's from, to me, that's from Quinn and that's from Unsi. Can you at least show that you could build something that could compete in the playoffs to make that run? Now,
well,
to what you were saying, I will say this. Jalen isn't trade. Jalen Johnson isn't trade. And what I mean by that is, one, you can check who Jalen agent is. He may not be as patient in Atlanta as some other stars would be or have been before he said, okay, you get what I'm saying? Like,
hey, fellas, only
so
time.
let me say this. Y'all talking about process. Okay, my process to a championship is start. And I don't want to go into the management thing deep part of it. It starts right there first. That's the first process. Okay, that's the very first part of the process.
And we already failed.
After the management come together and the owners come together, they have to come to a decision, okay, on whether to purchase a championship or to build it through the draft. Okay. How do you build a championship through the draft?
Tank.
First of all, I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm gonna use the Washington Wizards concept of building a championship team in the process
The
of
Washington
this.
Wizards don't have a championship.
Yeah, let me just finish. Let me finish. Okay.
Come on, Kool-Aid, make your point though, bro.
Okay. I'm gonna use the LA concept with LeBron James. When they won their championship, it was a purchase championship. They went and purchased and bought players that that were already they're gonna spend money on.
No,
okay?
they tank first. They tank first.
No, I'm talking about. I know they tank, but I'm saying, but look at, I'm saying when they went and got the Rondos and the AD and all of them, they
won tanking.
Right. I understand that. They got AD from tanking but they didn't get rid of LeBron.
Right.
They got rid of all the other players, all them other guys that they had that they drafted, right? All them guys that they drafted, the what name and all of them that they drafted, they got rid of all of those guys. Just follow my process. I'm trying to tell y'all what the process is to a championship. Do y'all want to hear the process to a championship if you want?
Just say it.
Do you want to hear the process? Do y'all guys want a championship?
Of course.
Okay then. So therefore,
what do we need to do?
I'm telling you right now. I already started with the front office
Kool-Aid
and the
said either
ownership.
we need a tank or we need to go buy our
Bro,
championship. That's what he said.
Exactly. So the
It's
process
either one of
is
those two
that
options. That's what he said.
one of those two options. And if you're gonna tank, the reason I say the Washington Wizard concept because Dawkins and Travis talked the owner into tanking and doing the same thing. Getting off all those.
They don't ain't won a championship. All right, come on.
Listen. They finna win a championship, bro. Listen what I'm trying to tell you. Listen. Let me finish, man.
All right, you got 1 minute.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. So therefore, you tank, and I understand we didn't have the access and we had messed up all of that. But if you're gonna do it, you have to do it to go in there to tank to get that number one pick. Who's gonna be and really get that player that's gonna be a changing process, just like San Antonio did with Wemby. He tanked to do that. It's just like Dallas owner said, they tanked to get down to the 3 spot to get to try to get
cool.
Your boy,
okay. You're going to another point now. Come on.
So therefore, my whole point is that it start with the front office. You either buy the championship or you tank to go get your all-star. Changing player, and then after that, you go get another all-star to put with that number one pick to get to a championship. That's how you do it. If you're not doing it that way, you're not going to get to a championship.
All right, we got. So let me say this real quick. We couldn't tank. Okay, number one, we couldn't tank because we had no assets. I said that earlier. So that's number one. We couldn't go get an all-star because of money.
We could have did you.
Get one guy, then we couldn't get nobody else.
We could have did something.
Those two was out of the equation right now. But as I think both Austin and RJ, it's a process you have to go through, right? And that's 2 years ago. I saw what process was happening. Nobody didn't see it but me, and I called him. I called out, and that's what happened. And I think the gist of it from the Hawks standpoint, fans gonna be upset because we're not winning. I've been a Hawks fan 40 plus years, so I get it. But at the end of the day, we're not the ones that make decisions. We don't draft players. We don't pick. We don't pay the players. So I'm just, we'll be upset. But at the end of the day, we all just a fan, and we want the Hawks to win. I want to win just like you. I just don't get so emotional about it than like most fans because I don't control shit. I don't get emotional about it. Then I don't control. Either I can support them or not. Simple as that. That's why I came here earlier. Before I came, I'm here the background. It's like Debbie Downer up in this mug on the chat and everything. Like, God dang. But
I think.
Go ahead, RG.
Yeah, what I was gonna say too, though, man. When I look at the team as a whole, man, I do think the Hawks have. First of all, we finally do have an adult actually in the front office. In honesty,
thank you.
We got an adult. First of all, let me tell you. Like, I'm not even going to talk about the team, but let's just talk about the things that Ansi has done well. He's gotten us draft picks back that we lost from the previous regime, from the DeJounte Murray trade. The players that he has drafted in Flemings and Asa look like these are going to be some good players. Also, he's kept the books clean. All these are recipes, just like you said, a process. All these are recipes to building a championship team, keeping your books clean, keeping things open, having those 1-year contracts so you can trade for big time superstars if you need to. So
can I ask something real quick, RJ, before I forget? You go back. People forgetting about this apron now.
Right.
So this now they had the apron the last couple of years. There wasn't no apron, but go ahead.
And then on top of that, with the tanking, guys, tanking don't work no more. Adam Silver has taken that away. Tanking don't do nothing for you. So you better go out there and try to win. And honestly recognizes that, like, look, man, tanking ain't going to do nothing for us. We still need to win. And so that's why I say we are taking a step. We're taking steps in the right direction. You gotta grown up handling the front office. That's number one. Number two, you're accumulating all the assets that were lost. And then my next point is this. The players on the court are getting, the young guys on our roster are getting better, man. I'm telling you, man, I believe Jalen Johnson, man, before it's all said and done, I believe Jalen Johnson going to be a top 10 player in this league, man. Matter of fact, I go so far to say is he'd be a top 10 player at the end of this season? Jalen Johnson. I'm willing to put money on it, man. I think Jalen Johnson can be a top 10 player at the end of this season, man. That's how much I believe in the dude.
In your opinion, what would you need? What would Jalen need to do to become a top 10 player? Like, what would you have to see for you to say he a top 10 player?
Well, the first thing is the record, right? That obviously plays a major part. Winning, that plays a major part in it. So if the record, if they can be above, like I said, I'm projecting them to win anywhere between 48 to 50 games. That's my benchmark. That's going to catapult him. The next part for Jalen Johnson is this. I think if Jalen Johnson can maintain another year, he doesn't have to do the triple-double thing. That was just ridiculous. We can all agree that was just ridiculous. But I think I believe Jalen Johnson can be a 35-point scorer.
35?
35, man. That's how much I'm telling you. I believe Jalen could be a 35-point scorer. He could go out there and give you 35. Because there was a lot of games where, I don't know if you guys watched it or saw it. Did y'all feel there was a lot of games where he was just kind of forcing to get those the passing going and get other guys involved?
No, I never saw it. To me, it always seemed like he was just passive.
Right. It was, but there was just some games where I'm like, Jalen could really take this game over if he wanted to. But I believe Jalen Johnson can. But as far as for me, man, I think he's going to take the next level. He's going to be a top 10 player in this league, man. This year, he'll be a top 10 player. I will bet money on that. The kid is just, if he stays healthy, his talent is ridiculous, man. You've never seen a guy like this other than LeBron. You talking about height, speed, power.
No, I done seen quite a few. Well, I done seen a few that they just weren't this athletic. Like,
and that's my thing, man. And here's my thing. I don't know if
people forget how dope Lamar Odom was.
And Austin, let me ask you, man. I think Jalen may be more, I'm talking about young LeBron. I think Jalen might be more athletic than even a young LeBron James.
No, not at all. No, he's not. He's not. No, he's not. He's not. No, he's not.
No, LeBron is big. Jalen's more athletic.
First of all,
athletic. All day.
Speed without the ball. Like, people forget, LeBron would be on defense on the baseline, and he'll beat everybody else down the court and finish at the rim without the ball. You see what I'm saying?
Again.
I think JJ. Look, RJ. I really think JJ is going to take a step back for real, bro.
I kind of think so.
The defense is there. Let me tell you why I say that, because I saw Josh shut him down. I saw Josh actually shut him down in a playoff game. So I think the intensity of this year of all these teams and the way they're gonna set it up, where you're not able to tank, and how they're gonna have to play to get that mid, to get that high percentage in the draft. The intensity is going to be revved up so much, and I think the defense is going to be revved up so high that you're going to see a Jalen Johnson step back. I think that's what you're going to see. You're going to see the intensity of this. I'm looking at the teams overall, man. I'm saying some of the most backcourt. That's what it's backcourt with the centers and the forwards and the power and the 3, the 4, and the 5. That's the backcourt, right?
That's front court.
Right.
That's the front court. Okay, so I'm saying more. We doing the opposite. Okay, that's what I'm saying. We doing the front court, backcourt defense.
Yeah, that's what
I'm saying. More teams is really building what I've been seeing from the future. I mean, from the past, that the most powerful defense was built with the front courts, 3, 4, and 5. That's okay. Right. So the teams that have won championships had that at the same time, 3, 4, and 5, because most of the times we had the really good point though. Now, I ain't say all. Did I include that all? I didn't say all. I said the majority of the championship
but most
teams
of them do
have the 3, 4, and 5 as the power of their defense. Okay, and what I'm saying is that the majority of the front court of their teams was the ones that was lacked because they were scorers and they set up the team. So the 1 and the 2 and the 3 was majority of the time was the ones that every point guard that majority of the point guard was a hole in most teams. It was a hole. They was not defensive players. Even Luka himself is not a defensive player. Even Kyrie Irving is not a defensive player. Curry not a defensive player. They might play enough.
They were
okay. They just put up a little resistance. They put up a little resistance. I'm just saying, but it wasn't like the resistance.
Then you know.
Okay, but what I'm saying, they was not a defense as a Wemby defense. They were not a Jabbar defense. They was not. They was not a. Okay, okay, because you had a heavy front court. You had a front court that was really, really strong. And what I'm saying is that Jalen Johnson's position is in the front court. So what I'm saying is that majority of the teams now have built their front court to be a lot stronger now. That's what I'm saying. So I think he's going to take a step back. That's my opinion.
I'll say this: a couple things. One, I do agree that the main thing holding, in my opinion, the main thing holding Jalen back is 00. Like even you think about Dirk, as far as you think about how bad Dirk was on defense, what his saving grace was Tyson Chandler being to clean up anything he missed. And he missed a lot. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, as far as Jalen, to me, the only thing Jalen could really get better in, like tangible, is half-court offense and self-creation and defense. Anything other than those two is like you done already checked those boxes and you just keep doing what you're doing. But see, to me, is and I wouldn't even judge that by stats, because I wouldn't mind seeing Jalen assist numbers come down, and his scoring comes down a little bit or stays the same. But it's just when does he get those buckets?
Right.
Like if he could get those buckets in the last 5 minutes of the game in the half court,
he needs to be more aggressive across the board. That's the only flaw I see for him right now.
I mean, I agree with that, but it's kind of hard. It's hard. It makes you wonder: does he trust his body?
That's a good point. He don't.
You get what I'm saying? Like
he's indecisive sometimes. So I agree with that.
It's like
trust what he's doing.
I don't know if I want to go through that contact. I'm not sure.
I don't think it's contact necessary. I think he just don't trust what he's capable of doing. He just need to get the ball and go.
But see, in half court against good defenses, you can't do that because they're gonna build that wall. You try to go.
They build a wall, but he's strong enough to get through that damn wall. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes
in his mind, is he strong enough to get through that wall?
No.
See, and that's what I'm saying. It's like that's not even something that you will see in the stats. Cause there's like we know Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler was a closer, but he wasn't gonna give you a lot of stats.
Yeah.
And so
that's a perfect analogy. Perfect example.
So for me, Jalen, that's what I'm looking for to see. What can he do in the half court? And can he show any awareness on defense?
Right.
Because I'm gonna be honest, sometimes where he don't show any awareness on defense.
But
with his athleticism, he had any awareness.
But
so let me say on defense. Go ahead. Oh, let me say on defense. He don't. So I actually look at his defense, right? So this is the team itself on that back end is not connected.
Right. And that's his best friend.
Like you said, the talking, what I see, and then that makes it look like, oh, this is that. They're not connected. They're not playing good team defense, right? They're out of position. So it looks like one person is doing something. No, it's the whole backside not communicating. 00 sometimes look like, hey, what? Especially 00, like what happened, bro? This JJ look like sometimes, but a lot of times 00 be like, bro, you gotta get down. That's you the back end. You gotta clean up, right? And that the communication between them two is trash. You know what I'm saying? And you said something earlier about 00 in his defense. Also, I think you said it, and you were right. But yeah, so that's where he gets bad credit for defense because that back end, and him included, they're not communicating. They're not in sync on defense. One don't know what the other do. Go ahead, Austin.
Right quick. The only thing I would say is though, sometimes to me, I see it being more Jalen a lot of times because double O gets used in so much 5-1 pick and roll.
Yeah.
Like sometimes double O gets pulled off so much. And nowadays in 2026 or 2025, 2026, you got to guard that one coming off that pick and roll.
Yeah.
Especially if otherwise.
You got to hedge. You got to, or
right.
you're going to bust your ass.
So when that happens, Jalen is the back line. Double O, he can't communicate because he's in the action. So for me, that's what I'm saying. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. It's because the way he having to play, he had to pull out a lot of time, like especially if he play against centers that can shoot the three. He had to pull out on them guys. And then sometimes double O at his height, he had to pull out on the forwards. Just like if you're going against Tatum, guess who got to pull out on Tatum sometimes? Double O. So that leaves Jalen in that back there by itself. So it's just like what you're saying, Austin. It's the setup of that front court with the size and the ability, because we already know what was the problem with JJ from the beginning, and Nate pointed it out. Before you hit the floor, you got to learn how to play defense, okay? And this is what JJ problem. Now, sometimes I say the leopard spots don't change, okay? Sometimes we just have to just let him get his triple doubles and don't expect him to only and hope he can do a little help defense. And I saw him do that every now and then. But I just don't think. Let me say, when I say leopard spots don't change, I just don't think he has the ability to defend like the way y'all talking about defending in that front court.
And Foot, I disagree. His defense is very bad, in my opinion. To be that athletic as he is, to be as athletic as he is, and have as little as impact as he does on defense, with as little positive impact, his defense is very bad.
But guys,
so I agree with you as far as his impact. He needs to have more impact. I agree with that. You're absolutely right. But when talking about defense being bad, I can't, looking at what actually happened, no. But yes, he should have more impact because of his athleticism. And I think some of that's going to come with more effort. And
can I say this right quick? Dirty Bird, if you saying we never talked about Trey defense, I don't know where you been.
Yeah, he just trolling.
All the time.
He trolling.
Like, I don't know.
Trey Young is trash. Look, I'm a Trey fan. Trey is trash on defense.
Kool-Aid had Dirty Bird. I see where you're going now. Yeah,
Trey is trash on defense. Okay,
but I'll say this, man. I do believe with the help that we have now defensively, not just starting, but coming off the bench, I think that would help Jalen's defense. Now, this is not going to take away the fact that he still needs to have more of an impact. However, I think it does give him a little bit more comfort. Like, hey, man, if I make a mistake, I know I got so-and-so to back me up with it if I miss a spot or if I'm not where I'm supposed to be. So, that's why I was saying earlier with the team basketball concept, you got a lot of guys that can cover up a lot of shortcomings. Now, granted that you can't do it every night. You're going to have to get better. But I think with the guys that we have, we can cover up a lot of the shortcomings guys may have offensively and defensively. And I'm really excited for the season, man. I know a lot of people are just kind of poo-pooing on it, but man, I think the team, to me, looks a lot better because you can't tell me Dort is not a better player right now than Zach. I mean, I'm really excited for the season, man. I think this squad is going to really surprise y'all, man. Really, in a good way. I think the squad is going to surprise you, man.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna get ready to head on out, but yeah,
all right.
Just to piggyback on what RJ said, man, I'm excited. I like what we're building here, and that's why I said a few years ago it took time. Now we to a spot where I feel real good about all the transactions, and like RJ said, there's an adult in the front office now. Right, the side not running the bullshit. The one that got why we got DJ and still got a pick to give up. We know who the subliminal ass messages and all. We know what happened, right? But we're glad that's over with. We can move forward, and I like what we're building. It's gonna be exciting. We got a tough team, and I can't wait. So come October, I know we're gonna be up here every night. We're gonna be clowning. So one thing y'all ain't gotta hear from me this year on Facebook and on here. I don't have to say it no more. Because Kool-Aid said I've spoken to this. Kool-Aid still mad at me. But we appreciate y'all guys coming on. Kool-Aid, Austin, RJ.
Yeah, man. Y'all take it easy.
Later.
Y'all have a great one.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Peace out.
All right, later.
Chat, we appreciate y'all coming through here too now. Appreciate you. Damn, the money don't change stuff. I don't want to end it just to end it, but we got to do it. Later.
I keep that shit on me. That shit on, yeah. I keep that shit on. That shit on. Yeah. The telephone racks for the drip on me. Keep that shit on. Blowing on the Zion, sipping lean. I keep that shit on. Bad bitches recognize me. I keep the shit on.